My emotions can't take it. Okay, hey, welcome everyone. Ho ho ho! Happy holidays. Welcome back. We are Crits and Cantrips streaming a little Beneath the Five Kings, which is a playthrough of Pathfinder 2nd Edition Sky King's Tomb Adventure Path. I'm here with my friends. My name's Brendan. I'm here with my friends Austin, Justin, Lorna, and Josh, Sarah, and Dylan. We're here to play a little Pathfinder 2nd Edition today. Hopefully everyone had a good holiday. We guess we didn't even pause for this, right? No stops.
No,
played
No
2
rest
weeks
for the
ago.
wicked.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
right.
what I always say.
Rest for the wicked. Let's see. What should be our icebreaker for today? What should be our banter topic?
New Year's
I feel like-
resolutions.
Oh, that's a good one. All right. What are you resolved to be better about in this next calendar year? Because dates are all arbitrary.
That is a
You want
good
me to go
question.
first? Is that what you're pointing
Let
me?
me shout out Timothy real quick. Bomb is not in the stream, but this is Bomb's brother, so he's pretty cool too. Bomb
Yeah.
might be here. Bomb might get here eventually.
We're
Hopefully-
Bomb Jason, okay? Bomb
Hopefully,
Jason.
Bomb will grace us with his presence in the chat here before too long.
Yeah. Usually Nicholas watches.
I updated my board today with some resolutions. I still got my do 20 new things. We're back to 0 out of 20. Ooh, look at that nice boulder. One of the other
That's
ones
nice
though was
boulder.
to try to help advance this channel, Crits and Cantrips channel.
Oh, make our first $1,000 on streaming.
I
Yep,
said
that's my goal.
Twitch affiliate would be a goal, and then
Okay.
get the whole multi-streaming thing working. Hopefully, we can be streaming to Twitch and YouTube and TikTok and X. At
If TikTok
some
is
point.
around.
Yeah, well, if it's around, that's true.
Well,
Somewhere.
it'll still exist. Even if it's banned in America, it will still exist.
That's true.
So, those are that's all I have written down right now. So, that's where I'm at.
All right. So Austin has few goals, he's just really not trying.
Well,
Just giving up
I
this
haven't
year.
really thought about them yet.
Well, that's true.
And
What
meet
about
a nice
anybody-
lady.
Say again?
Meet a nice lady is what.
Oh
Lorna
yeah,
said.
yeah. Actually, I had that on my list last year, and I just didn't add it this year. If you don't have goals, then you can't fail.
He's officially given up. Oh no.
Fuck it.
Well, if anyone on the stream knows a nice lady for Austin, let us know.
He'd love to meet you.
Yeah,
He'd
just-
love to meet
Just
you.
nice. Just minimum requirement is nice.
Eligible bachelor.
Heartbeat, maybe? Question mark.
Heartbeat would be preferable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm
Just
looking
a
for
preference.
a low resting
Hear that?
heartbeat, healthy. You know.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the current BPM on everybody's?
Good lung capacity, all that good shit,
Someone else.
He's passing it off. We got a popcorn it?
Yeah, Brendan.
Ooh, cruel and unusual.
Not too.
I like to not
Popcorn.
give myself goals, so I
Can't fail.
I don't ever, yeah. No.
Goals, no failure.
No, I think one of the things I tried to do last year was read 100 books, and I got through like 18 or so. So that was close.
Yeah.
I gotta probably beat that this year. I'll just set my goal even higher. I'll be like, 200 books in the year 2025.
You could make it through all the Magic Treehouse books.
That's true.
I could probably, I could do that by the time I need to go to bed. Yeah,
And I think there are over 100 of them.
Yeah.
there might
So if
be.
it's
I
just
don't know
about
if there
meeting
are.
The goal, then you could do it.
It's incredible. Yeah. No, I did really. I started reading a lot more again. I tried to read some of the stuff that I read a long time ago. Some of the books, that I liked to read when I was like, middle school, elementary school, and had time to read books. So I'm trying to rediscover that joy. But it was really like I don't know. I didn't focus on it very much till the very end of the year. So I feel like it's still part of my goal here. But also
goal
play
could
more
just be-
Pathfinder.
Read more.
Yeah, I think
Read.
it's part of it. I think the main goal of next year is just to be more intentional about things. Like if I'm going to read 100 books, I actually have to plan to have time to read instead of just being like, we'll see what happens.
You kind of found a nice combo with the working out and reading at the same time, though. That's 2 birds, 1 stone with time.
Yeah,
At least
I
some of the
probably
workouts.
shouldn't only bike. I probably shouldn't only bike for exercise
Yeah.
ever, but it is better than not doing anything.
Yeah, 100%.
So, who else? Who else has got goals?
You got to popcorn it.
Anybody?
Just force them.
Justin is below me. Justin, do you have goals for this year? New Year's resolution?
Mine
you
would
could just-
probably just read more books as well.
You could also be 3D print everything in existence.
It's true. 3D printer.
I have been enjoying the new 3D printer.
Yeah.
That's been fun.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, for resolution, I'll just read more books, and that I've been using the Libby app and doing audiobooks. Those
Libby's great.
work a little better
Mhm.
for me.
Libby is great. If you don't have it, you should get it. Get a library card, get Libby, check out books online.
Oh yeah.
This is how we roll.
I will popcorn Josh.
Mine is dedicated to house stuff, since we are moving into a full.
Oh, you're purchasing a house?
Yeah.
That's a pretty big achievement.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah,
economy?
25. I was gonna say, we may be the first generation of people who never get to own houses.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The last generation of people to live on this planet. So
Wow. 2 for 1.
Yeah, really got to enjoy it.
That's
The
right.
next generation doesn't even exist yet, right? There's no such
yeah,
thing.
there's nobody after us.
There's no one else.
Gen Y, Gen Z, who are they?
Did you see that they're like
Nope.
the newest generation, so like babies born this year, they're looking at calling Gen Beta or something
Yeah.
like
I heard that.
yeah.
That seems bad, right? I
Yeah,
know
that's-
Gen Alpha exists, but it seems like you should probably not do beta, right?
In poor taste. Yeah.
Well, I don't. I feel like the generations used to be like 30 or 40 years like apart, and now it feels like they've got a new generation for every decade.
I feel like it's probably because technology is moving so fast. So like I feel
I
like
guess.
that thing between boomers, like that's a big span of time where
Yeah.
the
It's a lot,
technology
it's
was
different.
fairly similar.
Yeah.
Then
Not a lot
millennials
happened, you know?
and X.
Yeah, I don't know. It is kind of a weird thing, right? Because what defines a generation?
Nothing scientific.
Yeah.
Just arbitrary.
Nothing.
Yeah. You could probably find people who argue that some of us are not millennials, but I'm like,
By the
Feel pretty
standard
millennial.
definition, I actually missed
I
millennial
definitely
by
am.
16 days. So it ends in
But you-
96.
You're a millennial in my eyes, Austin.
Yeah, I think so. I think I could. I think I have traits of both. Definitely a tweener, but I always say millennial. So
I think the cutoff is flip phones.
Yeah.
I think if you owned a flip phone, then you're a millennial.
okay.
I think we've had this.
Dylan, what if we were too
before,
poor for flip phones?
But
Boomer.
Well, obviously, if you're too poor, you don't fit into anywhere. That's just kind of our
we're
socioeconomic.
the lost generation.
What
Yeah,
generation does
lost
track phone fit into? That's what I was.
I
right.
had 2 phones.
We had a roller. What is it called? The old phones that used to like do the. What is it called? Yes,
What?
yeah.
A rotary phone?
A rotary.
Rotary phone. Yeah,
Rotary.
yeah.
Nice.
That means you're a boomer.
I have been told that.
Said rotary.
In
Nobody laughed at that.
No, it was just
Told her
factual.
earlier.
It's all right. We're just moving on.
I give boomer
Josh was,
energy.
Josh was
anyways.
trying to speak.
Sorry.
Josh, you have the floor.
I was going to say that I think we've had this conversation before. Of to me, what defines being in the millennial generation is if you remember where you were during 9/11. You don't
Yeah.
have to remember
Mm,
We had talked about that before. It's true.
a whole
true.
lot, but I think you have to remember where you were in that moment, and so
Not at
because
all.
like Lorna and I both remember where we were.
Isn't
God
it
bless
crazy that people were not alive when 9/11 happened, and they're adults
There's
now?
a lot of people that were not alive.
No,
When
it's
that
crazy to think. No, I agree. I understand what's.
I understand what they're saying.
It's
Just the way
not
she
like-
phrased
It's
it.
crazy
Yeah.
that people are younger than
Crazy
24.
thing. It's so people were dead when 9/11 happened. It's like
I
yeah.
think we went from New Year's resolutions to 9/11. Something that's horrible has happened.
Forward left turn.
You know, it's the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. There's only 6 degrees of 9/11. So
That's true.
There was a lot more degrees there.
really, if you think
Still
about it,
nice, but-
New Year's resolutions and 9/11 are pretty close together because like The terrorists, that was probably their New Year resolution.
Okay.
Well, it's their last year resolution, that's for sure.
They had to learn how to fly. They had all these classes. It was a big year.
When you get the okay ... from Lorna.
So I don't know if any of you have heard of this, but apparently the Bills head coach, the Buffalo Bills head coach, had a locker room speech, and he is subject to like his locker room speech was about the coordination it took the 9/11 attackers to perform that terrorist attack,
man.
and how they had to operate as a cohesive team in order to pull it off. And that's what the Bills need to be. And so
It's a cohesive terrorist.
We need to be better than the terrorists, is what he
I will
said.
say that I feel like a lot of sports take a lot of inspiration for speeches off of like political and war events. So
Well, yeah, but usually like this side of it, you know.
yeah, exactly.
Like it could have been like the firefighters that went
Yeah,
up
exactly,
and
exactly.
There's a
Or
lot of
the
other
dogs.
things that she could have drawn.
Imagine the
inspiration from.
coordination of the
Working
New York's
dogs.
finest, of New York's finest.
Nicholas said that's why I don't watch sports.
There you go. He doesn't want to risk accidentally becoming a terrorist.
yeah.
All right,
Radical
All right,
high
I'm
school
gonna-
football.
I'm gonna just jump in here. Lorna, do you have a New Year's resolution that you'd like to share?
My resolution is to just eat less processed food. And
More for me.
Oh yeah, and also I guess be less screen time, or I guess I say that as Josh got me a gaming computer.
I would say we've done the opposite of that all
Maybe
weekend. But
phone screen
I guess-
time.
I think when I say screen, I should say like
The
less
phone?
social media.
yeah,
Less brain rot screen time.
Yeah, I don't feel like when we play video games, I know it's screen time, but I feel like
It's social
it's
interaction
problem
still.
solving, and I'm spending time with friends.
engaging.
How do you
Yeah,
play
it's
Grade
not just me
Wars?
staring at TikToks that like give me anxiety and fake news. So
All right. I like it.
Nicholas says mine is to meet a loose woman.
Yeah.
meet a loose woman.
He knows at least one. Who are some of those people that was in his chat? the other
Alright,
day?
Jesus. No, you can't offend them!
They're here.
I don't know if they're all here.
We need to moosh off
Maybe.
of Bomb's success.
No,
That's
every
true, we
every
do.
group needs a heal. No, we need that.
That's- All right, Dylan, you spoke. You're up next.
I know. I've got it. I'm gonna work on my namesake. I'm gonna try and be less apathetic this year. I kind of coasted this last year.
Okay.
It's really easy not to give a shit when everything's burning. But I'm gonna actually try and care and maybe do something. I don't
I
know.
actually don't consider you a very apathetic person from what I know about you, Dylan. So that's interesting. So
It comes and goes. It's a
You
spectrum.
gotta get to know him.
Yeah, and you really do. Yeah, because it's there.
Because you have to really know me to know how little I care about what you...
Yeah, not far off.
All right. Well, all right. Bold take. He wants to care more in a year where there may be nothing left to care about. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really harping on the doomsday stuff right now.
You are, yeah,
How about
that's good.
Sarah? Sarah, what do you got?
I was like, Josh, great segue. My goal is to be a terrorist. No, I'm just kidding.
Sarah's goal is to survive in Valheim long enough to get her gear back.
No, thank you. I'm thinking of something along the lines of 75 hard, but less douchey. Like, I want to read more. I want to like do more wellness and like physical activity. Feel less guilt. Just overall wellness. You know what I'm saying? But like,
yeah.
Did you say 75 hard?
No, what's it called? Isn't that what it is? Is it called
yeah,
something
I'm
else?
pretty sure.
I'm gonna need someone explain it to
It's
me like
like,
I am not from this generation.
It's
Can you even get hard at 75?
it's
Only with
a
the pills. All natural,
it's a
baby.
book
This little
called
blue pill.
it's a book called 75 Hard. Do you let confidence,
Okay.
grit, endurance, fortitude, self-esteem, and all other things that don't just make someone like it's like a
No, it's like you drink.
motivational workout routine? For
Yeah,
mind,
I don't know
body,
much
spirit
about it.
type thing.
But it's like you work out so many workouts. You drink so much water. You read so many pages of a book. Like all like
It's-
this shit. So
It's like what's the really stupid workout thing that is
CrossFit?
yeah, CrossFit. It's like CrossFit.
What's
but
the
something-
really stupid?
Yeah, CrossFit. Yeah, don't do CrossFit.
Apologies to all of our viewers who use
No.
CrossFit
I
as a
will not
regular.
apologize.
no, and I,
But it's like that, but different.
The foundational
That level of
sentiment
douche.
of it, which is just like, hey, you should probably do more than just work out. You should probably like sleep and drink water and maybe read a little bit and like don't be an asshole. Like all those kinds of things I'm trying to bring into the new year. You know what I'm saying?
Nicholas said she said 7D5 hard. Like 7D5s.
I appreciate the attempt at the humor, Nicholas, but really not the right audience for that. Nerd humor.
We love spelling humor.
That's right.
Oh,
All right,
speaking
well,
of which, I don't have any dice out.
With that, we must come back to our game.
Woo!
So we talked about this a little bit off air. It's been a long time since we started this whole journey. We've almost completed the entirety of the first book of this AP, which is about a third of the story. So
Right
to
there.
briefly recap for our listeners, these heroes all started out as relative strangers to each other. Some of them are from the great city of High Helm, the great dwarven city of High Helm, and others were newcomers, visitors. But they came to the city because there was a festival. What
Just the
was it even
festival.
called, actually?
Just the party. The party in the
The
mountains.
festival.
Yeah,
There was
festival. The festival.
You're coming here for like the Clan Talor's like ancestor festival. They were celebrating their ancestors, but it's a large part of dwarven culture to kind of like revere the ancestors a little bit. So you kind of came to witness this ceremony, this party, and sort of just like got to know each other, exploring around town, doing some like odds and ends, random tasks. But it seems you've been pulled into some kind of centuries-old dwarven quest. You met a dwarf who was in disguise, but eventually revealed himself to be Krohan of Clan Talor. And he was disgraced years ago when he took the first High King's dagger and lost it on his journey. He thought he was something special. He thought he could take the dagger and go and find High King Targic's ancient tomb that no one knows the location of, and instead he lost the dagger and disgraced himself and his family. So you've helped redeem him by finding the dagger, returning it to him, and performing a ritual to kind of cleanse it. And in doing so, you've caught the attention of what seems to be the actual spirit of the first High King of the Dwarves. And he sort of tasked you with this quest to go and find his tomb by finding the worm. And the only link that you guys have to the worm is that you saw a spirit, like a specter of the worm, a haunt, when you were in Goldredge, and you know that there was one survivor of the Goldredge worm attack, and it's a gnome named Jirelga. So you guys kind of searched for Jirelga, found that she had moved to High Helm, and just recently been arrested on fraudulent charges, and so now you're kind of trying to clear her name. I think actually we did free her at the end of the last session, so that was a big part of it.
We paid for her freedom.
You paid for her freedom. You
Tried to
bribed
steal
the
it back.
corrupt. You bribed the corrupt jailer and failed to steal it back, unfortunately. So now she's been freed, but there is one loose end that you could tie up before you all leave town, and that is this thieves guild that you've kind of angered when you broke in and killed about 5 or 6 of their men.
They came in and told us that we had to pay for the damages too.
Mm-hmm. It's true. They did threaten you kind of nonchalantly.
But like enough to be like, hey, we know this was you type of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
They know who you are.
we leveled up.
You level up. Everyone's level 5.
So do we want to do a level up talk?
We could briefly talk about it if you guys want to. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it because it's already 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
but
not like New Year's resolutions.
Well, I got a new implement. I don't discharge the chalice anymore. I'm gonna kind of save what I got. We'll see what happens. Maybe I don't even actually have it yet. Maybe I haven't gotten it yet. But I do have that technically on my character sheet now, so that was kind of the big thing.
Nice.
And then I got a ancestry feat, so I got a dwarven ancestry feat, which is pretty cool. Some stuff to do with me being on the ground and adjacent to stone walls, which happens a lot when we are inside of a mountain.
Yeah.
I'm an expert with simple weapons and martial weapons now too, so getting stronger. And then I continue to upgrade my diplomacy. That was the big one I think I took. Was diplomacy. Let's see, what else did I say I got? Skill increases. I guess it was just one skill increase. So yeah, I did diplomacy. And then some ability boosts to continue strengthening my character. So some good stuff. And maybe some other things going on too that we talked about, but will be revealed over time. So some definite behind the scenes character growth for Wakaroon.
I can go next.
Go for it.
I took Orc Ferocity as one of my traits, which, for those unfamiliar with Orc Ferocity, is different than Pathfinder First Edition, where it was really obnoxious.
Broken,
yeah. But Orc Ferocity in Second Edition is essentially the first time that you would be reduced to 0 hit points in a day. You're actually reduced to 1 hit point, and your wounded condition increases by 1.
So you still get wounded, but you don't go
just
down.
Stay up.
No, basically, yeah, I just don't go down.
That's pretty
That's
dope.
dangerous.
As long as the hit would not kill me, but it decreased my hit points to 0 or below, I go to 1 instead of 0 or below. So as long as it's not an insta kill, I go to 1 instead of a 0.
It gives you a chance to heal, I feel like.
Especially with you being the healer, that's actually huge.
Yeah.
No,
It does, but it's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Because it doesn't change your, like, the wounded condition that'll kill you. It just gives you that wounded condition and you're still up, so you can just easily get knocked down.
Let us be excited about it, Brendan.
No, I'm
It is, but even if you got
I'm setting the
next time,
stage.
he would only go to wounded. He would still only go to
3.
dying too. Right?
No, because wounded would.
Oh, it increases
No, 'cause
by the dying condition too.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
but
yeah.
he still wouldn't be able to insta die. He would go to wounded 3.
I
Or dying
don't think.
3.
Yeah, I don't think you'd get killed that quickly, but it's still riskier than If you're unconscious, someone's probably likely to stop attacking you. But if you're still conscious, then they might just keep getting you.
Do you have to do it, Josh?
No, it's a reaction, so you can choose to do it.
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Okay, cool. Well, that makes it even better than I would say. So
Yeah.
hopefully you could
And
read
then
on that.
I get 2 level 3 spells, which one of them I will not say what I took. But the second one was Sign of Conviction, which is basically I conjure up the holy symbol of Fulgrit above my head, stand still, and anyone that enters within, I think it's a 100-foot radius of me,
Whoa.
I can, a target with 100 feet, I can send a spell attack at. So
Wow.
I become immobile, but
He says, "You shall not pass."
Sounds pretty good, Josh.
That is cool.
essentially, yeah.
That's cool. What else?
So-
What else you got?
And then
Have you ever tried this one?
my spell DC increased quite a bit, but that's basically it.
Nice.
Level 5, not the most exciting outside of getting access to 3rd level spells, but yeah. One of my 3rd level spells I'm going to keep secret for now.
Nice.
Okay. I can go.
Go for it.
Some skill increases, ability boosts, same old. And then I got Clever Shadow, which I can perform simple interactions with my shadow, like opening an unlocked door.
Ooh.
But so anything I touch must be within my reach. But still, I thought that could potentially be
That's pretty neat.
full. And it seemed very on brand. And then I also got cat. Oops, I just accidentally changed that. Hold on. Catfall,
Oh, cool.
which basically I just am able to fall better,
Classic.
which would
Nice.
probably also be
Like
a fun
featherball.
thing to have. I just got fun things. Sometimes I don't want to choose what actually might be most beneficial. I just want to get cool shit.
Fun stuff, yeah.
I did the same thing.
Like Christmas.
Christmas. Like a gaming PC.
Exactly. All of this is exactly like a gaming PC. What else?
You want anything? I might go get myself some more.
Dylan?
You want
Connor, get anything cool?
tea from us?
Did we lose him?
He's
Justin,
gone for
I'll not get anything cool.
Josh, if you also want to put leftovers away, it'd be
Hello.
I can go over mine.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So I got an ancestry feat. Basically just makes it to where armor doesn't give me a speed check penalty.
Nice. Yep.
And I also don't have a speed check penalty from like being encumbered and stuff like that. Or at least
Unburdened iron.
it deducts the penalty for being encumbered.
Unburdened iron. That's what that's called.
Yep.
Yeah, I took
Yep.
that at level 1 actually. It's pretty cool. I was gonna say, I was like, there's gonna be some crossover with two dwarves
Mhm.
with some ancestry feats, so that's cool.
There's a chance. Yeah, there's a chance. What about Huang? Did Huang get anything cool at level 5?
Yeah. Which one I kind of have a question about. So one of my level 3 spells is Feet to Fins.
Okay.
But it says one willing creature. I didn't know if I could use that like on like somebody we're fighting. I just don't know how willing they have to be.
Willing usually means one of your allies or someone you're trying to help.
So I can't do it on
Usually-
like a villain.
Probably not.
Well, that sucks. Because it talks about how you can improve mobility in the water, but also reduce it on land. So I figured I could do it on a villain, so that would reduce their mobility. I don't know
It
if I
would be
want to
very,
take that
very
one then.
strong, yeah, if that was the case. There's
I
other
think-
spells that are meant to do that, I think. Like
Yeah.
stun.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but the big thing is like usually if you can use it offensively, there'll be like a save or something for it. This
Uh-huh.
one doesn't have a save or anything, so it's meant to just be used on your friends.
Okay. Well,
But you have all the options. Like you're a druid, so you can prepare whichever spells.
yeah.
You
So I'm gonna do. Well, I got Painted Scout already as well, which I was also in the line of Austin, which is like we're in a mountain. So, basically, when my hand is pressed up against stone or any like cave wall stone surface, I can produce a scout up to like 120 feet, and they can like smell, hear, see, all sorts of stuff.
Nice.
That's cool.
So
Cool.
You're using hand-drawn scouts, so you cave paint some guys to go check out things for you. That's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
And then my ancestry feat is Shape Changer's Intuition. So basically, Brendan will have to roll secret perception checks, and if I pass it, then I get to know people are transformed without me
Yeah.
having to do an action on it. So
Nice.
Could come in handy.
That's cool.
So-
Could come in handy.
that's it.
What about Karu? Dylan, get anything?
Yes, and apologies, my cat knocked over a lamp.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Never apologize for the cat.
She's great.
Yes, I love you.
I actually got a cool one. It's called Cunning Tinker. I
Okay.
can now spend time tending to myself and objects. I get the first level mending spell I can use once per day, and I can use that mending spell, which usually just like mends things on myself to regain hit points.
That's
That's
pretty
cool.
cool.
I can like sew myself back together.
Yep.
Little auto heal.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
like my focus pool went up. I got more focus points. My reflexes are better. Now an expert in reflex. And I too got 3rd level spells. I got a couple of those. One of which is gonna be cool, and I'll bring up later.
All right.
That's
I'm
called.
excited. I think that did everybody get to go?
What
Think
did
so.
you get, Brendan?
At 5th level, I think I made this joke last time. I got
Mhm.
5th level monsters, so really excited to get these fire drakes in on you guys.
Fuck yeah.
Drake is fire.
Got fired at least.
Not so much nowadays.
Yeah, I was gonna say got fired maybe, but all right. So it is a question that I kind of posed to you guys when we left last time. It's like, what do you think? What would be your next goal here? You guys kind of gotten a pretty solid clue for like where you can start searching for this worm. You know that you need to find the Court of Ether down in the Darklands, but that's going to be multiple weeks long journey. And you have kind of angered this thieves guild, and they have kind of insinuated that they want to take revenge on you, and they know who you are. So I'm curious to see how that conversation would go between your characters.
Well, we just like the scene is we just are leaving like the prison, right? With
I think so.
Jarelga.
Brother.
So I think. Well, I'll say this here. I think that the move is probably, and I could say it in character too, like sleep for the night, get our wits about us, maybe, buy or sell anything that we need to this night before, and then go back and deal with this bakery and this whole situation. And maybe not go in like aggressively at first, like see if there's any chance that we can still resolve this diplomatically, but like,
Hey,
hope for the best,
awesome.
but prepare for the worst type situation. Yeah.
Awesome. And Goric wants to speak to Wokerun in this
All right.
moment. So let's talk.
Yeah, because we were there leaving, so yeah.
So, and Goric approaches Wakroon, and he's gonna say his name right, so you know it's serious.
Okay.
Wakroon,
I
we both have people we care about in this town. I think we need to resolve this business with the Thieves Guild before those that we love get hurt. I don't think we can sleep tonight. I think we need to go now and deal with it.
we probably could. I don't know if it's is so urgent that we couldn't get a night's rest and recuperate. It's been a long day. I don't even know if all of us are fully healed and available to use all of their spells and whatnot. The fight was today, right? Like we haven't had a full rest since we had this fight.
Correct.
I think
Yeah.
that there's
Wall
still
is very ready.
there was a very large building. There is a potential for many enemy combatants. I think that I see Valian taking a full night's rest here. Make sure that Dorelga is feeling good. She probably needs to regain her strength a little bit. She needs a place to stay, so she could probably maybe go back to the inn with us, get a good night's rest there. I'm sure that they would hold her up for a night, seeing as all we've done for them. And I think that that's the value. And I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little bit stronger than I was earlier in the day too. I think a good night's rest will really solidify that. But I talk to the rest of the group too and see what they think.
You look a little bit stronger too.
You look a little bit more fierce. You dirty orc. He slaps you, tries to slap you on the back, but he's too short, so it's kind of like an ass slap.
Oh, and Goric slaps him on the back, but purposely hard enough to knock him over.
You are stronger than you look, you big healer. Drelga, are you alright with not going back to your place tonight and staying with one of us? I don't think it's probably super safe for you to go down all the way into the depths alone, given the situation that's occurring here. Jarelga. Jarelga, are you good?
Sorry, I was not paying attention to what you're saying.
I was saying,
How
are
much
you
is
alright
it?
if not going back down to your house in the depths tonight and staying with us instead? It's probably not super safe for you
yes.
to go down there alone.
Yeah. I don't want them to find me again and throw me back in jail. So I could probably stay with one of you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so all of us are together now. Like we separated in the prison, but now we're back and leaving, so everyone's here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if like Angoric and Walker kind of by themselves, but maybe we go back and present our thoughts to the rest of the group. It's like Elnat Karu, Orpheus.
You convinced Angoric
Huang.
of the wisdom of sleeping tonight, by the way.
Okay.
He's just going to make sure that the people he cares about are protected and all kinds of affairs are in order.
Yeah, no,
Because
absolutely.
it is also only like early afternoon right now, right, Brendan? Like when we went to the prison. it was
Yeah,
like-
I mean it hasn't been super long.
Yeah.
I don't know if the rest of you heard what we were talking about up there, but I think that there's value in getting a good night's rest in. Maybe reaching out to any of your loved ones just to have them be on high alert for this guild. It doesn't sound like they're super happy with us looking for money and whatnot. I don't imagine that they will be the aggressors in one evening, but I think that we should get a good night's rest and then deal with that problem tomorrow before we head down to the name of the place that I've forgotten its name.
The bakery?
No, the what we're doing after the bakery.
Oh.
Oh, the Court of
Ether-
Ether.
Court of
Before we
Ether?
head down to the Court of Ether, I think that we need to deal with this Thieves Guild.
Could I do a society check to see if this Thieves Guild is the type of, society that would lash out in a single evening and potentially try to kidnap or kill the people that we love?
Sure.
Yeah, this is a great role to use that on, but a 25.
Damn, nice.
All right. I will say the Black Dunes Thieves Guild has a reputation around High Helm, kind of being. They've never been able to really prove that the Thieves Guild exists, but obviously it does. You guys have seen the coins. You've seen the hideouts. You know it exists, and they do that by never making a move that they have not carefully thought out. Right? They never do something that can be strictly tied back to them or that can be, proven to be completely illegal. So any pressure that they would put on friends and family would probably be subtle at first and then gradually get worse, especially if you have friends or family who could have a reputation for doing something reckless, things like that. It's it will steadily get worse, but it's probably pretty unlikely that they're going to just go kidnap people tonight. They're not going to just lash out like that.
I would say the rest of you. What are your thoughts, if any?
When you mention the Court of Ether, you'll see Elnat. He gets he kind of gets really interested in it, and he'll say that while I agree that the Thieves Guild definitely poses a big problem, my father went to the Court of Ether before his murder, and I would like to go there to get some answers as quickly as possible. But if everyone wants to take care of the Thieves Guild, I'm not going to rush off on my own to do it.
I got everything if it meant.
Good job.
That's what
Why did your father go to the Court of Ether? Did he have business there?
This is Justin checking on the note.
Yeah, talking to myself here. I'm giving you
Yeah.
information that I've given you. But I mean, she's like, I just no. It's
He said he
strange
went
that-
there to meet a potential business partner, but he did not go into specifics.
She says, what clan are you from?
I'm Clan Mulgrade.
That's strange. She says, I thought the Thieves Guild had a Mulgrade working for them. Is it possible that she was the one who tricked your father into going there?
Sorry, you cut out. What'd you say?
I said, is it possible that she was the one who convinced your father that he needed to go to the Court of Ether? Maybe it was a trap.
Oh no.
Well, considering the person from Clan Mulgrade who convinced my father on this is one who has been forsaken by our clan and probably wants revenge, it would not surprise me.
I think she works out of that bakery that you've all been to. That I definitely know about.
We've mentioned the bakery more than once.
I mean, probably.
Well, he knows the bakery too because she was associated with Thieves Guild,
Mhm.
right? So,
Yeah, she was kind of.
He literally told us. So you went and talked to
Yeah.
Ygritte and asked him to.
He went to talk to Ygritte and got me freed, right? Yeah. No, she says. She's just like, yeah. She's like, I think she works out of that bakery. I think they've transformed it into a sort of half ramshackle forge. The smoke plumes look the same whether they're from baking goods or from forging steel, although the smell is very different.
Yes, they Wildly different.
You know, Drelga is very cheery, but she seems like the type of person who's very cheery because she's been through some serious trauma.
Oh yes, my entire family was killed by a worm that we're gonna go try to find.
And Gorik did not say this aloud, and Gorik just thought that, and so now he thinks, shit, reads minds.
She can read
She's here in
minds.
my mind. We're gonna have to put her down.
Whoa.
Okay. Well, Elnat, I agree with you there. I think that we need to get down to the Court of Ether as soon as possible. But it does sound like that maybe there's even more of a reason now to properly finish this bakery adventure that we started earlier. Maybe we can learn some more information about your father and what sent him down there and what happened with him before we make our way down there.
It would not prove wise for this enemy to fester. They may not be a large threat now, but if left to their own devices, who knows what kind of trouble they may stir while we are away.
I had an uncle Fester. He was part of the Addams family, if I remember correctly.
Crossover! Multiverse!
All right.
Bow,
Oh,
what
but
say
I-
you?
Yeah. Strategic bow.
I wish I could do like a chitter noise.
You could just say chitter.
Chitter.
Why is Wong shouting chitter?
Bow shouting chitter. Get with it, Ingork.
Huang, do you need to use the shitter?
Teehee.
Huang, what say you?
Do foxes poop?
I think it sounds like a plan.
What's happening? Sorry, I was.
And Orfmeister, are you ready to take care of the bakery?
Immediately draw her into conversation. No.
Oh, the last thing I hear is what's happening.
Sorry, I went
No, you're fine.
You're good.
in to like put all the dishes away, came back, and you were talking, and I kind of think I know what's happening right now, but
We're just discussing whether or not we should go down to the
If-
bakery, which it sounds like.
If everyone's okay with it, rest.
sounds like we're going to the
Yeah.
bakery.
Let's,
Yeah.
let's get a
Sure,
night's
Nick.
rest. If you have anything to do, if you want to reach out to any family, friends, clans, or whatever, just to let them know some of the shit
I
that we've been
have
up
no
to.
family. Wow, rude.
That's their tragic backstory.
I have no family. Very inconsiderate.
Sucks to suck, loser. I'm gonna go
Our
talk to my
family
family.
died in an attack by a rival
Excuse me.
family.
Does Orpheus say all this?
I think if
I talked to your family and your loved ones
Walker
before we
actually
leave.
did say you can reach out to your family, I think Orpheus would turn.
I think little Jarelga is gonna walk up and hold Orpheus's hand, and she's gonna say, "I don't have any family anymore either." Tee.
Tiny burger clown. Oh, there we go.
Exactly. Did
I
you
think
catch that reference?
Orpheus will subtly squeeze her hand, like in a
Like,
platonic way, yeah, and will like glare at Walkroon and be like,
Just, "Wowie, I'm in love."
I didn't mean that in an
and then
offensive
give a
way.
grunt.
Sorry about that.
You didn't say that?
I didn't mean it in an offensive way. I just meant if you had anyone else outside of this group, it might be worth reaching out to them. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine. We're a family now at this point, so.
We're a family now. And then Orpheus has like looks away and a
Family.
single tear strips out his face and he goes, "We're a family now."
A family with two pets. One is a pangolin and one of them is a robotic dinosaur. It's kind of fucking wild.
I think Orpheus is going to get himself like a slice of birthday cake or something. Like in Harry Potter when he finally gets a birthday. I think Orpheus might have one of those moments at the bakery.
Yeah, I figure we'll take him back to the inn. Take Jarelga back to the inn. Maybe she could stay there if anyone's still staying there who doesn't have a house to stay.
Yeah, I
would
stay there.
Walkroon goes off and maybe doesn't say exactly what he does, but maybe behind the scenes he goes and talks to the Delvers. Maybe fills them in on some stuff that's going on. His like delving brothers, the delving not clan, but that organization, and then maybe some Runebinder clan stuff as well. So
Yeah, it's good. I imagine everybody goes and kind of warns their families, their loved ones, talks to anyone they've been in contact with, anyone who might potentially be in danger. That might extend to, some of the people that you've helped out around town.
Yeah.
Or just, you could say, hey, keep an eye out. Like if anybody comes asking about us, like at least don't give them the inn. At least, don't tell them where we're staying.
Yeah.
But and we can always come back and cover some of those conversations that you guys have had. We don't have to do that on the spots. But everybody gets rested. Everybody should be able to click that button on their sheet, get all your HP back, all your spells back. You have a chance here to re-prepare spells as needed, knowing that you're going to go into this bakery, have a conversation with these guys, and then we could just go back to the Black Noon Bakery and you guys pulling up. It reminds you of the day before when you guys visited this place, except that you're probably not going to run into Fazil running around outside. How do you think you're going to approach it this time?
Yeah. Did we see any value before we come down here? Is there anything that we should be buying on our way down? How are we on like healing potions and buffing potions and stuff like that before we go into this? Does everyone
Healing
check
potions
your?
are just so expensive.
What's that?
I said healing potions are just so expensive.
That's true. Yeah, no, I agree. I want everyone to take a second look at our gear just to make sure we're feeling prepared for this. Because again, if you zoom out on this map in the least meta way possible, it seems like
Not meta to know how big the place is.
yeah. Well, we maybe could only see the front of it and be able to ascertain how big it is, but it's pretty chunky little thing. So if we have to fight our way through this entire thing, we want to be as prepared as possible. So I don't appear to have any. I have a healer's toolkit, but I don't have any healing potions necessarily.
I also do not have any healing potions.
All I've got for healing are these 2 fists
Sick.
that can cast the heal spell.
Healing
We
of
got the
Fury.
chalice, right?
It's true. We got a magical chalice.
We do have the chalice. Yep, we can continue to sip on that. So, I mean, I think if we get time in between, like in between battle, and maybe we could prevent a battle altogether, and this will be a short ep type of thing. But I don't know. I just wanted to at least feel like I talked about it before we went in. A minor healing potion is 4 gold pieces, and it only does 1d8 healing, so they are certainly pricey. I think
I know you're all swimming in gold at 5th level.
posterity say, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 1 minor, if that's okay with Brendan.
I've got 1 mire.
I have 12 gold on me.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't have put it up for sale.
I know.
That's on them, not me.
Buyer's market.
The cooking was made of very.
Okay, let me make sure that went to my sheet. Relinquish minor. Okay. But if we're feeling good after that, I'm down to go in. I just wanted to talk that. Do we want to? I feel like on the way down, maybe we talk about it. Like, do we see any value in trying to talk to them? Go into the front room, act like we're they're gonna know who we are. Maybe be, like I said, be prepared for the worst, but hope for the best, and maybe we can have a conversation. We can't pay for the damages. We just don't have that kind of gold. But maybe we can either diplomatically talk our way through this or intimidate them into leaving us alone.
Angoric has thoughts around the fact that there should still be an avenue for a peaceful solution.
No, I agree.
Ugrin just seemed to want to talk to us when we encountered him the first time, and the fact that we were allowed to leave there alive in the first place, it's a pretty good sign to that end. And Angoric has a hat of disguise that he has picked up as part of loot previously that he thinks he might give to Orpheus.
Oh.
Because they could
Wow.
Already stealthy, yeah.
Yeah. That he might be able to use to our advantage while going through this.
Okay.
I thought maybe Angoric was just going to grow a longer mustache, and have the hat of disguise on and pretend to be a different orc.
It's like, yeah. I have a plus 14 to diplomacy, so I can start by that and try to but I only have a +4 to intimidation. So if diplomacy fails, and we need to do something else, we certainly can. Or if we want to try to sneak in as a guard first, is that what we're thinking with the disguise? Maybe to gather intel that way.
I think
Good thought.
I think it's like Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi,
Okay.
where we have Orpheus arrive ahead of time, disguised as a guard, and so he's a man on the inside. So he's the Lando
bounty
Calrissian
hunter.
of the group.
Oh.
Yeah,
How long does this last?
yeah. No, not Leia's role, but Lando's role
Gotcha.
in it.
He's got a thermal detonator. It's my favorite part of that movie.
I have it.
That whole movie?
Does this last?
That's a good one.
He's got a thermal
Oh, I
detonator.
could actually show off my boulder now too that I finally bought for
hilarious.
myself.
Nice.
You could stealth.
Brendan got me
Radioactive?
some dice for Christmas too.
Disguised as
I got Seraph Wong dice.
I got the one for Dylan and Dalton, so I didn't want to show it on stream last week, but I haven't actually used it to roll anything yet because it's impossible to roll.
It is gigantic.
I'm
I
still
just
showing
throw
you
it.
guys that you gave me last December, the metal ones.
Last
yeah.
crazy.
I've got
I
everyone's
show
got
everyone my
Norse
Huang
Foundry
dice.
now. Or Norse Foundry peoples. Okay. So, did you see? I heard you asking how long that mask is. It have a time, the amount of time that it works, or how does what's the mechanics
Once
of that?
per day. It says activate is 1 minute.
It takes 1 minute to activate. Like it takes you a minute
Yeah,
to put
but it
on.
does
Yeah.
not say duration.
What's it called?
Hat of disguise. It
Hat.
says I'm allowed to use it once per day, and it takes 1 minute to activate. But I don't. Yeah.
It activates the spell Illusory Disguise, which has a duration of 1 hour.
1 hour. Can I
Not
put a
bad.
note? Is there a way? That'd be nice.
You create an illusion
yeah,
that
there's-
causes the target
there's-
to appear as another creature of the same body type, shape, with roughly similar height. Disguises typically good enough to hide their identity, but not to impersonate a specific individual.
Yeah, so you can't be like, I'm your grin now, but you
Yeah.
could be like, hello, everybody, I'm
Just a guard.
Yeah.
I'm
One
Bob.
of the roots.
I'm not Orpheus.
You could change your
And as we're aware, the Black New Thieves Guild allows all races to join the guild.
It's true.
So
Kobolds and dwarves exclusively.
Okay, so it's a long way down, so I feel like we could be talking about this, and I don't feel too meta about it. She gets
Does
inside.
anyone still have a Black Noon coin?
I think we only found one, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I remember being upset that there was 1,000 of them, but there was only one right one. So I think that Walking does not have any.
I just want to
Like,
make sure.
Walking down. Okay, so walking down, we're talking about it. Lorna gets in. What's the goal now? Like, what's the
Yeah,
next
that-
step
I
there? Like,
also have
what's our? I want to make sure that we have our goals clear before we go in here.
Yeah,
We
fair.
need to plan this as well as a terrorist organization would.
Oh my gosh.
If not better.
It's not
No,
better.
Not better.
He's the master.
The goal is actually to come out of this alive, so you know.
Okay, so our end goal is
Just to come out of this alive.
prevent the Black Noon Guild from targeting us any longer. Like, we do not want to be enemies with them any longer. Whether that is through diplomatic means or through violent means, one way or another, we do not want them to be our enemies any longer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how Lorna, as Orpheus, can help us with that by going on a stealth mission is potentially gather information about what their intentions actually are.
Okay.
And she's a rogue, so being on the inside will give them flat-footed AC, I'd assume, to an attack from a perceived friend, and she gets bonus damage.
Yeah.
It
So-
goes that path.
Goal is for her to go in, explore the whole place, eavesdrop on conversations, come back out. If she doesn't come back out in a certain amount of time, we go in and try to still use her as an inside person,
Sounds like if I don't come back out in 45 minutes, somebody better come get me.
right? Like that? Is that, is that
Somebody
our,
Somebody come
is
get
that our plan
her.
here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I should have not been listening to that, right? It's your guys' plan, not my plan.
Okay. Secondary goal 2 is to learn more information about the Mulgrade. Mulgrade? Is it D or V? Mulgrave or Mulgrade?
Yeah.
Ends with a D.
Cool.
D, Mulgrade. Okay. The Mulgrade person who is doing the we want to learn more about her and potentially Elnet's dad and the court of that's like a secondary goal, right? Like another end goal of something that we want. So those are the two things that we're listening for, Lorna, when we go in. Something weird's going on with Ygrin. So that's something else that we want to be listening for.
Okay.
Do we
What
have
are the
any
other two things you want her to listen for? We were talking. Sorry.
You're good. So no, and just general information about that Mulgrade, the Flan Mulgrade lady that's in there. What else? That's all I said.
Because she's not actually an imposter. She just sucks.
Well, yeah, that's right. But the and more information about the court of Ethers, and then what's going on with Ygrin runs this? Is he there? What's his deal? That sort of thing. I feel like is important. Do we?
But no, her forgeries are actual forgeries because they're not checked by the Mulgrade seal
made
guy.
by Mulgrade, but not approved by the Mulgrade clan.
Right.
Do you have a healing potion, Lorna?
No. Not that I wait. Where would that be under?
It's gonna be
It's just
gear.
like in your backpack.
No.
She is so.
I must have left it in my other robe.
Still.
How much gold do you have?
7.
Okay. I'm going to just add a minor. Don't buy it. Add a minor. You could take the one that I bought just so you have something on you when you go inside.
What would I search?
If you go to add gear and then just do all and just search for heal.
It's also under consumables if you
Heal
want to get
potion
that way.
minor. I see now.
Yeah, but make sure don't buy, just add.
I'm giving it. Yeah.
Yeah, give. So I'm going to remove it from mine. So I give you that. Is there anything else that we find value in giving her? Anyone have anything of value we want to really amp up Lorna's ability to survive here, I feel like. In case shit goes south and we have to run in there.
Yeah, I don't really have much to.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
That I can assist with.
Okay. We don't have. It sounds dumb. There's no magical walkie-talkie, is there? Some way for her to let us know that she needs help.
I think there is, or at least was that when we played with Joe? That was D&D, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Is there? There's nothing like
there
that.
Are occasionally. There are low-level spells that might be able to do that, but
what are the walls made of? Could I send my scout?
Has done things like that before.
Yeah, I have a range of 500 feet with my message.
Do you need line of sight?
No, it's one target. No, I don't. It easily goes around walls and stuff. It can't go through walls, but as long as there's doorways and stuff.
Can they talk back, or can you just send a message to them, though? Is it
a
two-way? Because, like Sarah just said, her scout might be perfect. I mean, I assume things are stone. She could draw a fucking cave animal on the wall and send it in there to scout.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can give a brief response as a reaction.
Okay.
Or as a free action on their turn.
I mean, yeah,
they must be able to. Oh, they must be able to see you and be within range to do so. So yeah, it's line of sight for them to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe the scout thing then, because that's got 120.
Yeah.
Feet, right.
And it doesn't say line of sight. It does say that if I'm going around corners, I get difficult terrain. But I don't think I have to even see the scout. So.
In my impression, it has to stay on the wall, so it has to.
It has to go around walls and stuff. So there's potential that the scout we could send in if you guys have the map pulled up, we could have a scout come into this wall and potentially see some things going on or something.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of something.
We could probably just throw Karu on the roof. And this is not a very well constructed building. The roof's probably not that great because they never experienced rain, and he can just look around in there.
What if Karu came with me?
What if he just jumped into the? Does Karu really love fire? You just jump down the chimney.
He's Santa Claus.
I'm actually avert to fire. That's one of my things.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. What if Karu went with
He's small.
Orpheus?
How big is Karu again?
About
Tiny.
backpack sized.
What is sorry?
About
He's-
backpack sized.
Backpack. I
He's
feel like
small,
you
so-
Backpack,
fit in
backpack.
my
Very
backpack,
small.
like in a bag, right?
If he were tiny sized, you could probably carry him with you, because that'd be like a cat. Throw him in a
But he's
bag.
like a school backpack
But
size.
he's
Technically.
he's a yeah.
But sadly, the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, I'm
He's
more
like
like a carnival teddy bear, not like a.
Carnival
It's not how I
teddy.
picture you, but like rules wise, that's
But-
right. But in my
Okay,
head, you're
riddle
small.
me this. If I'm holding him while I'm put on the hat of disguise,
We might be
Could you-
pushing the boundaries here.
part of,
Could you disguise him as the headpiece?
yeah, or something like, could he
Could we
become
turn Karu into a cowboy hat?
You
Something
could potentially
online.
give the hat of disguise to somebody who's not good at disguising themselves, and then Orpheus could just disguise himself.
what?
You could
So
take
we
two
want
people
to-
in.
And 2
Mhm.
people in. One person uses the hat of disguise, and you just do it naturally because you're really good at it.
Okay.
Basically, my thought was give you the hat of disguise because it's a guaranteed success, basically, at that point.
All right, so let's back
Yeah,
all the
no,
way
no,
up and rework our entire
I
plan.
debriefed,
All right.
I went
Yeah.
last.
What if we spent 3 people to just crack open the back wall? I also want to throw another wrench in your guys' plan.
What if we all go
Uh,
into guns?
You went in the front door last time,
Yeah, there's a door right there.
but there is a second door that just goes to the other half of the building.
Mystery door.
Mystery.
Okay,
door.
before we get to all that, and Gorik, before we sleep and everything, does want to make sure things are in order with both his father and with Shalhaldry, because he does need to have a heartfelt goodbye at some point as he's
Oh
prepared.
yeah, he has to say goodbye to his lady love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important.
So we're not at this point yet where the map is.
That's
Right.
a good scene. We're talking about maybe doing scenes again. That might be a good flashback scene.
You want to do it? You want to do it live right now, or you want to?
Are you
Prepare
prepared,
something.
Brendan? Did you prepare for a Shalhaldry?
I did. I mean, I don't have anything written down, but
Okay,
It's up
we
to
can
you.
do it next time.
No,
Okay.
they're so fun.
I like that.
yeah, that's fine. Okay, it's up to you guys. How you want to tackle this?
I'm not going in. I have that skill. I can't hide. So
I mean, if we are wanting to do this in a stealthy manner rather than just going in and kicking ass and taking names, then Elnat will probably also wait outside.
Yeah.
I feel like I should probably be the only one to go in because if we're in disguise, the more people that come in,
the more attention.
more chance
the more
that they're gonna
attention,
fail
the
too.
more we'll stick out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just feel like even if they attack the scout, that's probably better than them attacking one of us. Like I feel like sending in my scout still makes sense to me.
I think your scout should
Yeah.
go in to watch for distress with Lorna.
Yeah.
I think your
If
scout
if
is the way
things
that
are
we
looking bad,
communicate
your
with
scout
Lorna.
can let you know
Yeah.
and we can
Yeah.
come in.
Yeah.
I
Um,
agree.
Not opposed to that.
Do it. Let's just do it. Do it live.
Or we could go full Jabba's Palace.
Oh Jesus.
And
Take a
And
thermal
also take-
detonator.
Austin was saying Lorna dressed up as a guard or someone associated with the Thieves Guild or just someone else comes in with one of us. I'm probably the most Wookiee-ish of our group.
Oh.
Yeah.
We
A
could do get
captive.
help.
Yeah.
Prisoner,
You-
Wookiee prisoner trick.
Lorna, have you watched Star Wars?
Oh.
What?
I'm saying we're Jabba. Do you know Jabba's Palace, Return of the Jedi?
I don't think she does.
No, I know the character. Like I know what a Wookiee is.
It's
but
where
then-
they bring in Chewbacca in handcuffs, and then
I think we
Chewbacca
should
helps
do
get
it.
It's
them
the
out.
it's the Leia golden bikini scene.
Yeah, exactly. He's my Princess Leia.
No, it's the precursor to that.
Yeah.
You're
Talking
gonna be wearing
about two
a gold bikini,
No.
please.
Okay. And Gorik will wear a gold bikini.
Worth it.
Yay!
Yay!
Is there a role involved with this disguise? How does that work?
Let me pull up the hat again. Sorry.
No, there's no role.
Yeah, I don't
involved
think
with
so.
it.
It just
There-
takes a minute. Once per day. It lasts an hour.
Is there? I feel like
That's
it's
it.
still okay. It's interesting. It's not just like a bonus to like a deception check or something for them to guess who you are.
It counts as setting up a disguise for the impersonate use of deception.
Okay, so impersonate.
So it's going to be you're going to basically it's against your deception DC. So it's a number based on your deception skill, and other people will have to make perception rolls to try and detect your disguise.
So it's the same thing as impersonate. It's just the only difference is it's faster.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of taking like 10 minutes, it takes 1 minute.
So what's your disguise, or what's your deception, Lorna?
What am I looking like?
No, what's your skill? What's the number next to your deception?
Oh,
'Cause
sorry.
That's what matters.
You
here.
said, "What's your disguise?" And I was like,
Yeah, sorry.
You do have to decide that at some point.
Perception or
Deception.
deception. +9.
Okay. Is that the highest? Just making sure, everyone?
What do you mean the highest?
No.
In the
Out
group.
of everyone here, do you have the highest
Oh,
deception skill?
oh.
Yeah, I'm +3.
Yeah, +4. Okay. So your DC is going to be 19. That's the thing that the enemies have to fail for them to not know that you are. Maybe.
I was going to say there is one person in the group who can transform into a completely different person.
Yeah.
I believe these guys have only seen Huang as a fox.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's true, but I don't know if her normal form, she could make herself look like a.
She's a dwarf.
Yeah.
I could put on my best.
I don't care. I am waiting for a call to go in. I'm going to stop talking at this point. Walkeroon will be no help in the deception.
You hit it 20.
John.
Must have John, a John, if you will.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my gosh, my dice got underneath my PC somehow. Oh no.
The first two are too similar.
Got it. All right, are we going in?
Ready.
I think Elnet will probably just be kind of waiting off
Yeah, we
to
can-
off to the side, kind of just waiting, not wanting to be too far away from the door in case stuff does go south. But
All right, so everybody set yourself up on the map where you want to be. I shut the front door again, so don't go through the building. But put yourselves where you think your characters would be here.
We can
let's
still
what
see
is-
inside the building, by the way. I mean, I don't think we're seeing what's going on, but
Yeah,
since
we
we
just
saw...
remember what was there.
You
Yeah,
point to
you-
the front door. What is? Okay, that's what
That's
I
the
thought. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, the
There's still guards here? Are
Uh,
there guards here like there was before? 2 guards up front? Or no?
I have everybody inside right now, so no.
Okay.
Okay.
Never tried.
Well, yeah, if
Are you
we're
going to-
safe being out here, then I'm just gonna sit on this bench with everyone else.
I think it looks
Yeah.
really suspicious that you're all right here. I guess.
don't be
there's no
suspicious.
guards out
Don't
front,
be
yeah.
suspicious.
I don't think it matters if there's any guards out there. They could walk out at any second and
There's
just see us sitting there.
There's 7 or 8 individuals just.
Val
standing
is standing there with a cast iron skillet ready to bang him on the head if they walk out.
Okay,
There's
do we
no
want to
problem
I
be?
don't
loitering.
care.
We want to be like right here where Kyler's at, this wall, just adequately around the corner, or
I
So we wanna
don't-
be
I
able
don't
to
know what-
run in.
I don't know what this area actually... I mean, I don't know where to put
I think
myself.
Wong should stay near the door so that way we got greater range for the scout, theoretically, into the room. So
You have to. So I'm reading this painted scout spell.
mm-hmm.
You have to stay with your hands on the surface
Yep.
Yeah.
and the entire time. You have to keep sustaining that spell,
Uh-huh.
and it only goes 120 feet
Yeah.
total. So you have to pick and choose kind of where you want to start it.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be able to get super far. But are you going to do that to start with before you send Lorna in? Before you send Orpheus in? Disguised as
I think that's fine.
Orchard or Richard.
Then we can kind of know if Lauren needs like bare arms when she goes in if things get crazy.
Yeah, I assume that you're just not going to let her go in if it's like
Yeah,
swarming
yeah.
with bad guys. But all right.
Yeah, my painted scout I think goes in first.
All right, so what you tell me where you want to go with it. Where do you want to start it? Are you sending in the way that you guys went in before? I'm going to say that. So it says in the spell, the scout can move anywhere along the wall with a range of up to 120 feet, as long as its path is unbroken. Sharp corners and craggy spots on the wall as difficult terrain. The scout just speak each time you say the spell. So, but you do have to spend an action to basically make the scout hide or sneak. So if you're sending it along where people can see it, they will be able to see a painting moving along the wall. Whether or not they do something about that, I don't know. But
Okay. So I don't have to take all 120 feet initially?
No.
Okay.
It can only move up to your speed, so like you kind of just move it gradually around the building.
Well, I'm gonna say like basically put it right in here on this wall. A normal painting just existing here.
Well, he's got to start here, and then has to move.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it.
I'm saying like putting them like right around here, on this inner part of this wall right here, as a painting.
So it has to start where you're
So
touching.
you start here.
I understand where it starts. I'm telling you where it's gonna end up.
Okay. You want it to go inside. Okay. Can you see what it can see inside?
Yeah.
So I guess when you go in here, can you guys see what's going
Yes.
on in there?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone can see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
All right. So are you trying to sneak past all these guards that are in the front room?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a sneak check.
Is that a D20?
Yes, plus your
Yes. It
stealth.
should be plus your stealth skill. Sorry, I should have said stealth. It might actually be a secret check, but that's fine.
Okay.
Sneak is secret.
Sneak is secret. Actually, what's your bonus, Sarah?
+8.
Alright.
And I rolled a 15.
Alright, so this painting is moving along the walls, the inside of here. You still want to go into this other room?
I guess no. I wonder if we should just let the painting stay right here. Because then it could still see these guys and maybe listen here and hear things a little bit better.
So, from what I can tell, the spell has the scrying tag on it, which means that you can hear and see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So like while you're focusing on it, like you're just getting this conversation of these guards sitting here. They're just like, "God, duty's boring. Nothing ever happens around here." And your grin is just like, "Shut up, both of you. Several of your fellows were killed the other day. Nothing ever happens around here, my arse." So
And then they say the same thing
You just-
again, and then he says the same thing
Exactly,
again,
yeah.
like a video game.
Yeah, you wait 5 minutes and that conversation repeats.
Just repeats.
Are you just going to sit there and listen to them? I mean, what
Well,
do you guys wanna do?
I didn't know if Orpheus wanted to enter at this point in time, or if he wanted me to keep sneaking around and seeing how that goes.
I'm ready whenever. I was waiting to see what the vibes were, but
They don't seem immediately aggressive, so
okay. I am to look like
Impersonates a secret check too, Brendan.
I guess
We don't know
I
how well
wanna-
you're impersonating.
We don't know how well your disguise is going, but you tell me what you want to do and say.
I'm telling you what I'm gonna look like. I'm setting the scene.
Oh, go for it.
I want to look like the most like generic man possible, like whatever that would look like in this in this world.
also pause before I forget. my shape changer stuff's also a secret check too, Brendan. If any of these creatures are, I don't know if that works for the scout or not.
Her new thing she has where
guess.
she can learn about shapeshifters without
Yeah.
having to do
Oh,
something.
oh, okay. All right, that's fair. They're all actually werewolves. Just like, how terrible would that be? Okay.
Fucking dope, actually.
All right, I'm
Oh.
walking in. I'd assume
You're
I'm
walking in. The most generic man ever is walking in.
Yeah.
That's
By picture, you look like Mr. Peanut.
You
That
were
should
looking
be in the running.
I would not call Mr. Peanut generic.
I think that should be in the running for
his brand name.
the episode title. The most generic man ever walks in.
most generic man ever that is wearing the outfit of one of the guards, right?
The
Yeah.
most sophisticated
Okay, I just
man.
wanted
You look like you're supposed to be there.
No,
Okay.
I basically want him to look like if somebody. What are those
Like
guys
me
called
walking
that ask you to like describe a suspect and they draw him?
Crime scene.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want it.
artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I want
Sketch artist.
sketch art. Yeah,
Mhm.
I want it that if like
Bottle cap for me.
if somebody was like, oh, described what Orpheus is disguised as to a sketch artist, it would be impossible to narrow down your suspects based on it because he looks so much like so many people because he's that generic.
I'm picturing these guys asking you what your name is, and you're like, John Smith.
No, that is exactly what I'm going for. Okay.
They're like, oh, Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
All right. So you walk in, and the guy behind the counter, one of these guys behind the counter, goes, "Oh, thank God, finally some action!" And he like stands up and he's like, "What? Who are you? And what are you doing here?" They've adopted
What
a
time? Wait,
generic
sorry. What time of day is it right now?
morning.
We slept. We did a full night's rest. So we got here in the
Okay.
morning.
Early.
I just came back from duty and I just needed a rest. It was a night shift and just wanted to lay down for a minute.
You one of the new recruits. And
Yeah.
the other guy elbows him and he's just like, "You're not supposed to ask that." It's like, what? How do we know you're telling the truth? I don't recognize you. You look so incredibly generic.
Fuck.
Your friend is right. I am a new recruit. I've only been in here one other time when I first started. So if you could give me a little bit of a lay of the land, that'd be great.
Well, I suppose a couple of us could take you back to the new recruit quarters, if you know what I mean.
Yucky.
So we could take you back to where the new recruits go.
And what are you gonna do to John Smith?
What's your name?
John Smith.
Danger! Come and help me!
It occurred to us that you didn't give us your name. And
My painting just flies off the wall.
I would say Ygrin is watching you very carefully. He's kind of he's observing this happening.
My name is John Smith.
Ah. So, human recruit, huh?
Yeah.
No self-respecting dwarf would name himself Smith.
Let's be honest. No self-respecting dwarf would look this generic. Only human men look this generic.
That's true. That's true. That's true. She makes a good point. He makes a good point.
Saying this aloud.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah, I think the two of them offer to take you back. So these two guys back here was like, follow us, and they're gonna open the door and head back.
So I'm going like over here.
And when you get behind Ygrin, get a sneak attack in. And... Just kidding.
Whoa!
Can the
So I would say,
Can I do like
I'd
a
say-
perception roll or something to be like, what does Ygrin look like? Like,
so I will tell you right now, he does not have any antlers coming from his head. They're not visible. But he is watching you as much as you're watching him here. But you can make a perception check
I
if you
look
like.
at him and he
Looks
looks
at me.
What's that from?
I don't know.
Is that from Weird Al Yankovic?
That's Weird Al. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the drive-through.
You're right. Yeah, okay. I was like, How did Lorna know that?
Because I'm cultured, bitch.
I don't have that drop
Yet.
Perception check.
yet.
Perception.
Yeah,
check?
perception. Do you want to make a perception check? Lorna, you're the one who said it, so
Yeah.
you gotta roll it.
Okay.
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 And we have to establish if the painting follows too.
If the
Otherwise-
painting falls.
Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Yeah, there we go. 'Cause otherwise, it's all.
Oh, that was not a very good roll. Good thing it's a perception, not something more important.
Oh, you don't have any hero points. Oh, you
Perception.
have hero.
Oh, 14.
Yeah, I mean he's watching you very carefully. He looks, like I said, he looks a little like, I think when you saw him the previous day, like I said, he had his antlers. I think his skin was a little more ashen and pale. I think right now he looks like a little more colorful. But he's just like he's just kind of minding his business. He's got some paperwork he's working on back behind the counter. You can't quite see what he's writing down, but he just kind of like he's observing this happen as these guys are guiding you in the back room, and they're like, "This is our training area, as I'm sure you know, as a new recruit."
Sorry,
Okay.
Josh is talking at the same time. Could you repeat the end of that sentence?
And they showed you through the training room, and they're
Oh.
like, I'm sure you know that this is your training room. You know, this is where new recruits come to train."
Great. Okay, yep.
All right, they're just gonna keep leading you back there. Are you gonna keep following them?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. What about Sarah? Are you leaving the painting behind? Sick. Messaging Sarah.
What was that? Sorry.
Are you leaving the painting behind?
No, I'm not.
Where are you going with it?
Well, I have to follow this wall, right?
Yep.
Do I need to do another sneak to move it, or?
If you want it to be hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It also this says I can use my nature check instead of a stealth check.
Instead of stealth.
Yeah, on the spell. Look at it.
Painted scouts. You can spend an action. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does say you can do that.
Yeah.
So you can roll. What's
I
your
can
nature
read.
bonus then?
13.
That's much.
All right. So you're trying to sneak along.
So that'd be 27.
Okay, it's a secret check, so I have to roll it for you. But
Oh, okay. Well, 13.
but
rolled
where are
good.
you going? Where are you going with it? Go ahead and move it.
Oh, not through the wall. That's not how that works.
Okay, so you're not following Lorna.
I guess can I go over this? This like hole in the
Can
wall?
you go like here? And
Yeah,
Here? Can you go across
I didn't-
doors?
I assume so.
Okay. I don't know how far that's been, I guess, since I started.
That was 35. You just did.
Okay. 40, 45, 50.
Unless you have to move half speed for stealth, Brendan.
No, you just move it. It moves at your normal speed, but it takes an action to stealth it. So, but
You said
also
something
like
about
we're not.
corners or something being half speed. Or
Yeah,
something.
we're also not like very closely tracking Lorna's turns either. You know, like they were just like, "Come on!" Yeah, like we're not
Yeah,
in
we keep
combat,
up.
so it's not like it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, 50 would
If
be
you keep
twice
up-
my range, so +1 for stealth would be 3. So I don't know. Are we gonna call that good? Probably.
Just, I mean, move it as far as you want, but just keep track of how far you've
Right,
gone, because you can only go
60,
120 feet.
65.
Yeah.
Did she go up here?
Yeah,
Yep.
she came around here. She's over.
You see where she's on the map
75.
right now?
Oh, sorry, I was zoomed in too far. Part of my problem. That's 80, I think, right there.
Just click and look.
I can kind of see Lorna through the doorway.
How do I look at?
If you're If your painting can poke its head off the wall a little bit, look around the corner.
It's giving me half an image right here, so I probably can hear. I don't know. If you want me to move further, I can.
You can hear that you're so close. I mean,
Okay.
it's up to you. Just move it to where you want it to be.
In case they dart away, I think Lorna's right there, so as long as I can hear them, I'm probably fine. So.
Would you say you're like at 80, right? Or 85?
Yes, 80. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I got too.
All right. And so these guys are going to keep leading you back. First, we need to stop at the warehouse. Show you where you're going to be working.
Okay.
All right, so they're going to go through a double set of doors here, and then step to either side of the wall room in here. All right, then you're going to come out in this big, large, open area, and they're just like, for the most part, we've got new recruits stocking items that we've liberated in this room, and they're like, but keep in mind that there's lots of critters in here. Mind the Jenkins. And so you're going to see a number of these tiny-looking creatures skittering about the shelves and kind of giggling. But when people come into the room, they all kind of scatter to like the corners of the room.
I can see that. I'm not seeing that.
You are not.
Or
You're
not
not there
see
yet.
it.
Okay. Okay.
If you click on Lorna's character down here, though, you can follow along and see what she sees.
Oh, I see.
If you want to keep moving your painting, Sarah, you can. But like I said, it's going to...
I don't know if it's gonna be worth. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it with how far down they are.
Well, I mean, you could get to here, and then we could technically see into the room.
I guess. Okay. So
85,
90.
90, yeah.
Okay.
As far as it goes.
You
I think I've got
theoretically could dismiss now and come over here and set up. And well, I guess these doors are closed, so I don't think you could probably go through closed doors. So maybe not. I mean, I don't know. Could we like say we slightly open the door just a little bit so that the two-dimensional painting could slip through and get into this room?
Wait, I have an idea. I have an idea. What if Orpheus went over to that door?
Well,
Use
you
his
wouldn't.
little-
You
his
wouldn't
little
know.
shadow skill.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know that we were needing to do that necessarily. Or are you about to say?
I think the main thing is, I don't think Sarah can cast it again.
Yeah,
Once
it's
a
a.
day?
Well,
It's a
okay.
third
So
level
here
spell.
That way I was checking my own escape route.
it says duration sustained, but yeah, I think it's just a third level spell, so it's just
What if
once.
she pulls
so I
all the way
sleep.
back and then walks along the walls and keeps her hands on the walls while she walks all the way over. You know? Could you keep increasing the 120-foot distance if you walked with your hands on the walls?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just... you can move your scout. The scout can move anywhere along the wall up to a range of 120 feet as long as its path is unbroken. I think it's probably gone as far as it can go with the one casting of it.
You could probably have him come all the way back, right?
You could definitely have him come back. I mean, you could go anywhere else along those walls, too.
So you could have him come back
And then start over in the
and
other
then
direction.
and then do 120 feet down here. If we needed to. We might just see what happens from here. Right
Yeah.
now we can your character can see into that room at least a little bit. Like right now, I don't know if you're able to talk, but like right now if you're communicating with us, we can see, if we click on your painting, we can see Orpheus, we can see this robot, and we can see this purple gremlin. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it basically just says that she can use the scout as her own eyes and ears right now.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
So this room for restocking, or you have the new recruits restocking this room of common.
Well, we find... Yes, we liberate certain items, or we craft them right here and put them on the shelves until we're ready to ship them out. I'm sure whoever your boss is will go over the details with you once you've had a chance to get settled in a little bit more.
What kind of items do you craft, if you don't mind my asking? I'm very intrigued.
Well, we've got a smith on the premise. We can make all kinds of tools and doodads.
I see.
Her workshop is right through there, and they like point in this direction.
I actually have a piece of equipment that got damaged yesterday. I was hoping to have repaired, and it would set my mind at ease to have that repaired before I settle in further, so I'm like ready. Could I go see it? Is the smith in now? Could I go see her about it?
See her?
You said her.
I don't-
You said she's right over there.
Did I say that?
Yes.
All right, someone roll back the tape. It's fine. No, okay. I was just like, well,
You said
you
she's
wanna-
through those doors.
I probably did say that. If you want to go talk to her, go right ahead. We'll wait here for you.
Okay, thank you. All right.
And so, walking through this room, I can give you a little bit more of a description about what's going on here. It looks like kind of a cluttered warehouse. There's just these rows of this iron and wood shelving. It's 8 feet tall, making these like really narrow aisles kind of through all this stuff. And many of the shelves have tightly spaced racks. It looks like it would have been perfect for storing loaves of bread on. But now there is just like they've been fitted out with like they've got all these kinds of like crates and boxes of doodads and things or the other. But it looks like a lot of them are empty. But a few that you look through or you can like kind of glance at as you're walking by them look like they've got kitchenware. Some of them have like climbing tools. It's like basic metal supplies.
I want to say that one of the times we were on mute, Lorna said, "So we're going to the bakery. Could I get like a piece of cake while we're there?" I had to
That wasn't
explain.
on mute.
Oh, that wasn't on mute?
The
We
only
did
time
hear
I-
that.
I did hear that, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I guess
I just chose to not
one. I did
acknowledge.
forget the bakery was the Thief Guild, and then I also thought, well, maybe they still do have a bakery as like their cover. That would also make some sense.
I'm sure you've seen the meme of like, what's the best pizza you've ever had? And it was like, I went to this pizza place in New Jersey that just seemed legitimately surprised someone was ordering pizza. And it took like an
Mhm.
hour for the pizza to be made. But it was the best damn pizza I've ever had. And it's because it was definitely just a front for the mob. Like that idea. Like, they
Yeah.
can still make something because it's a bakery.
Yeah, so it sounds like based on what they told you, you can go through either of these sets of doors and get to where the smith is currently working.
The doors are really hard to see sometimes. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
They won't let her go
they
in.
will.
No.
Oh,
We'll let you go now. Yeah. Yeah. So you go through there. That looks like kind of like a storage area. There's like crates, crates and straw. There's metal ingots, coal, and other smithing supplies.
Are there
Um,
anything like? Because I'm looking, I guess, for the stamp.
Mhm.
Right? Do I see?
Yeah, I think if you even if you just like glance through some of like the basic things that have been crafted here, you see the stamp on several of these, the mold grade stamp, and it's kind of like cattywampus a little bit. Like maybe it was not pressed on there very well, or like it was like they kind of.
Street.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm gonna say that Orpheus's keen eyes also notices barely visible underneath the straw in the northeast corner of this room a trap door.
Oh no
Ooh.
shit! My God, this building has layers.
Keen, roguish eyes.
Can I see what this creature sees? I want to see what Orange sees, but I can't figure out how to do that.
I don't think we can do that.
What? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Orange would be able to see where vaguely in the same part of the room that trap door is from where he stands, so I can't investigate that further
Unless
right now.
you close the door behind you.
Which is awful. Was this door already open or was it closed?
It was closed. You opened it when you went in.
You can just tell him you're gonna
I
take a
think I
piss
would
in the
go ahead and
corner
close
and
it
close the
behind
door.
me then.
Well, I'm the new recruit. I'm just gonna go ahead and piss in the corner here. Let's just close the door.
Claim your corner.
You don't
Well, the
want
door
to-
was you close doors behind, like Nicholas
Yeah, you
always
could have just
said.
walked in and closed the door
You
behind you.
Door to my damn house.
It's just like Nicholas always says. It's up to you.
But for those watching.
That's what he says in Valheim. He's always like, "Who are you heathens?" So I'm gonna close the door behind me.
Okay.
Can I?
Oh, now we can't see. We have to use the painting to see.
I would like to. But there's straw covering the door.
Hmm.
Does the painting know there's a trapdoor now? She moved out of line of sight.
Yeah, you can no longer see Orpheus. Orpheus has moved away from where you can see and hear what's going on.
So I don't know there's a trapdoor.
You do hear those two guards kind of sitting there talking, and they're just like, new recruits, kind of inquisitive, huh? Yeah, I don't really understand getting to know a tomb just like that. She's kind of a cranky bitch. Oh well.
I'm a cranky bitch.
Your mom's a cranky bitch.
The
Jesus
Smith.
Christ.
Oh.
We're
Okay,
talking
I
about the
think
Mulgrave.
Orpheus is going to note the.
Orpheus gets offended immediately. I'm not a cranky bitch.
Yeah, I'll tell you. There's like some straw, and it looks like a stone slab has been kind of pushed over this. No, I'm sorry. No, the trap door is actually just sort of like a cover. Like it's not like a full on wooden trap door. So you can like kind of like peer underneath it, and it looks like it opens up into a crudely dug tunnel underneath there.
Okay, great.
So it's another entrance into the.
An escape tunnel, maybe something.
But I see which way the tunnel goes. Like what direction? North, south, west, or.
Yeah, it looks like a short drop down in the tunnel, and then it just like it takes off like east, like it goes away from the building.
East, as in like this is a map. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Just want to clarify. Okay,
Because north should be on the top.
I just want to make sure because sometimes I assume
No, it's-
things
yeah.
and then I'm wrong.
It's not always.
Sometimes these
especially in this
maps
game.
have a compass on them. Yeah,
is
I have a
not
compass
right.
on them, and it's like awful, and I hate it. And
That's why I wanted to clarify. Okay, I think he's gonna leave it at that and then go on through the door. I assume this is where the smith is.
Okay.
Unless there's something else I should like. I'm assuming he does a good little sweep and looks around. Is there anything else I notice?
no, nothing else.
I'm gonna go through this door then.
Other than a piss corner.
Okay.
All right, at this point, I feel like I'd like to retract the painting.
Okay. All right, we'll go back to the painting. The painting's gonna slowly be working its way back up to where it started.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go back the same way?
Yeah,
You're gonna
the same
sneak by
way.
these
And
Askins?
yeah,
So
I'll
we're
sneak
gonna
by
have
them
stealth
again. Yep.
All right, hold on.
Plus 13.
So plus 13. Yep.
All right. All right. So it snaps back onto the wall, and you see the painting kind of waving at you.
And I give it a high five, and then
You take your hand off and the
That's
No.
the spell.
stops, and there you go.
The spell.
I give it a high
Just smell.
five while keeping my hand on the wall. And then it goes this direction.
Ah, he's leaving the wall. Okay.
That's 30. 30, probably. 50.
Okay, now we can't get through this door. We got to figure out how we're opening this door, right? Unless it can just go through
Yeah.
doors.
What are the? Yeah. It.
I assume it can't.
Yeah, I would assume so too. It is a
Probably
painting.
not.
So who of the people out here? I assume if maybe we're Huang is talking to us or whispering to us at some point. Who out here has the highest stealth skill?
Not
I've got
I.
+8.
I have a +2.
Mine's +8 as well.
Mine is a
I've been
plus
negative 3.
1.
Okay, so Karu. Oh wait, can
Okay.
Karu get any sort of a bonus if he uses like a telekinetic hand? So it's like not even like a real person pushing on the door to like just like a little small cheeky bonus, you know?
Have you tried the door?
Yeah.
We love
Try
a
to
cheeky
unlock
bonus.
the door when you just push it open.
No, we haven't. But I don't want to try it until we know what we're trying to do, you know?
If you want me to, I can push it with a mage hand
I
and
don't
make
know.
it seem like it's just opened.
It just
wind
the breeze
blew it
opened the door.
Yeah.
We need it just open a little bit, enough for a two-dimensional object to pass through it.
It's not very large.
That's not super
Literally
large.
nothing.
Two-dimensional object. It could pass through it.
You would
regardless.
think, yeah. I think it's
Alas.
almost two-dimensional.
Oh, I don't know. I think technically, I think by the rules of the spell, it's not even supposed to be able to pass on to other types of objects. So it's gonna have to stay on the stone wall. But
So
I
you
think
just
that
go
there's probably
around
hinges.
Yeah.
It's gonna go around. I think it's fair. I think it's fun. It's a third level spell. You can get it inside. So
Cool.
once you get inside, you can see the room. Where would you want it to go?
We'll have to do another sneak, right? Because of these creatures.
You would probably want to sneak if you're going somewhere.
Yeah,
How far
let's
are you
sneak.
at right now, too? What's our distance?
I think
to this point?
55.
55. Okay.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's going to take a lot of.
There's a lot of
Uh,
fucking shit in this room.
Well, it's going to take a lot of distance
It has to
to
stay on the
get
wall too.
all the way to Orpheus. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know how realistic that is. I guess.
Well, let's see.
I guess the very least I can listen to them talking mad shit in this room.
20, 40. So it's going to be another 60 feet to get over to, like, the corner. Like, to get over to there. That's 60 feet. So that puts you at max, right? 120?
Yeah.
You won't be able to get into the door, so you won't be able to see what Orpheus is doing. So Orpheus is all on his own now.
So the best
he's-
we could
he's-
do is to hear, though, right? So we could see. I guess this door's closed, though, but that's still like.
Yeah.
If
The
that door
door's
were to
closed.
open again, we could potentially see in. So that's like our best waiting spot.
Yeah.
Is-
Technically, okay, I was at 55 right here. So. Dang it, it's not enough, is it? Fuck, okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
120. You're just short of being able to get to the door, I think.
That's
But
all right.
yeah, so
This is good
from
enough.
there you can kind of peer through, and I think that's going to help you out a little bit with your stealthing there, because you're kind of off to the side and around, you know, the shelves have stuff on them, obviously. So you can't probably from there. You probably aren't hearing what Orpheus is saying to anybody in these other rooms. Orpheus, do you close the second door behind you when you walk out?
Was it open?
It was closed.
Ooh.
It's a big decision.
Yeah, I feel like it's the right thing to do to close it.
Close it behind you.
Alright.
I like it.
Yeah.
You
Alright,
weren't
so you
born in a
walk in.
barn or anything. That's not in
You
your
walk
back.
into this room. He said you weren't born in a barn. You know, you're obviously going to close doors behind you.
Well,
Oh.
I'm imagining if I was actually a new recruit, I would want to impress these people and be like, I have
Look
to
at me
act the
closing
part.
doors.
yeah.
All right. So
New recruit's
there's
inquisitive and
a lot going on in this room. So I'm going to give you a good description of what's going on in here. Let's see. This is okay. So so you see that there's like there's almost a dozen ovens in this room that have been transformed into like a sort of a makeshift smithy, and there are fire ferrets dancing amongst the flames to try and heat up the embers to a level at which, you know, like there's a bellows set up and some fire ferrets that are dancing around here to try and heat these fires up to a forge suitable temperature. Yeah, like it looks like there were smaller bakery ovens in here, and the two in the corners have been replaced by full-sized like forges. There are, you know, piles of charcoal, anvils, quenching barrels, all of the, you know, things you'd expect to see in a forge kind of pile up here. And you see a heavily tattooed dwarf, like kind of like
Elnat?
hammering away. Heavily tattooed dwarf kind of hammering away, and each time she hammers, it's like the shadows and like the sparks and the flames make the tattoos on her body almost look like they're moving. And she looks up and she says, "Who's disturbing my work?"
It is
Ah.
I, John Smith.
Sorry, John Smith. I didn't
I'm-
expect visitors.
I'm so sorry. I'm a new recruit and I have a weapon that I was hoping you could potentially look at and improve it's a humble request if you have the time. If you don't, I understand. I know this is I'm just dropping in unexpectedly.
Ah, she says, "You've come here for mole grade quality, and only mole grade quality will do."
Yeah.
says- Go on then. Leave it on one of the piles of work to be done, and I'll get to it when I can.
Okay.
And I assume then Elnat comes flying in through the ceiling.
What'd you say, bitch?
What'd you say?
I guess
Exactly.
like as I'm looking at what she's working on and the actual pieces in this room,
Mhm.
is I guess I'm trying to decide like it's the quality she is producing actually bad, or is it like somebody else is also making counterfeit? You know?
Mm. Everything here, at least as far as you can tell, you've only heard reference to one smith. and everything here seems to be coming hot off of the forges that she's currently working on.
Yeah, but what is the quality?
I mean, like you could certainly inspect it, but it looks similar to what you've seen elsewhere in here.
I guess. Do you mind if I watch you a moment? I've heard so much about.
John Smith's so charismatic.
Yeah. And I'm just very interested. Ever since I was a young lad, I've really enjoyed
When I was a young boy.
blacksmithing, but I've not had the opportunity to learn from a master like yourself.
Oh, God.
Well,
John
perfection.
Smith is Channing Twan.
Perfection requires peace. So stay if you want, if you must, but do not speak. So she's gonna keep working, and every once in a while, kind of glance up and see and like look and see what you're doing. But for the
I'm gonna
most part,
look at
she's
her.
pretty engrossed in her work.
What do I notice anything about? Like, does she seem like she knows what she's doing? Like, is she who she says she is? Does she? I guess I don't know this person, but
I will say that from some time you've spent some time with Elnat, so he's surely got some beard rings and some things that have the Mulgrade symbol on them. And this dwarf appears to be dressed in kind of similar garb. So maybe you could assume that they're from the same clan. Obviously, like I think she's got less of it on, like maybe she's less proud of it, her heritage as Elnet is. And when she's working, she's working kind of steadily at the forge here, so you get a chance to kind of observe her for a while, and she seems adequate at forge work, but I don't know how much Orpheus knows about what's required to be an excellent smith, but she's continuing to work. If anything, it seems like she's trying to get through things so quickly, like produce a lot of it, that it's maybe not the best craftsmanship.
okay. I think Orpheus would like to take a really excellent mental sort of inventory of what she looks like, so he can describe it in a lot of detail, as well as like, I think obviously he's taking a lot of he's trying to make sure he's very aware of all the rooms he's going in, so he could describe them, and like he could draw a map if he needed to for his friends, because I don't think we visited this part of the building when we came in earlier. So
we did not. Could you also do a nature check on the creatures in the other room when you get a chance?
I can't talk to you, and I wouldn't have thought to do that. So
Yeah, the painting didn't talk to you, Josh.
Yeah, actually, we
maybe
have
that's
our painting that should be rolling that check. Actually,
that would make more. I think that's more up Huang's alley.
Yeah, Huang, you wanna?
Because I can't. My nature's like really abysmal too. So, anyways, yeah.
What'd you say, Josh?
Try to figure out what those creatures are in the other room, not the fire ferrets, but the purple ones.
I guess yeah, because I mean the painting can relay that information, right? So
Yeah, you can make a nature check if you'd like.
man, I've been rolling some banging rolls today.
Now she won't ever roll a bang and roll again.
26.
Okay. The creatures in this room are a species of gremlins called Jenkins.
Jinkies?
Jenkins. So what do you want to know about them?
Jinky Scoob.
Are they aggressive?
Scooby Snack.
What was that?
I'll play that any chance I get.
It's horrible. I hate
Was that
So-
sexy, Scooby?
That's a lot. That's
Here, let me pack you a little Scooby Snack.
You little Scooby snack.
That's like called
All right.
Brendan.
Scooby
Yeah.
snack.
One
Wow.
little Scooby snack. You know that gremlins are fae. Gremlins are fae tricksters that kind of inhabit any space that they can find their way into. A lot of gremlins delight in ruining or breaking things, and so maybe these Jenkins have noticed a large number of poor quality items in this room and have have come here to uh, maybe assist some of them in the process of becoming broken. So they might be like filing down things that are already weak and like creating more weak points, or they might be
Little gremlins.
laying. Yeah,
They're
they might be
making
laying.
shanks.
Yeah, they might be cursing little minor objects to behave in the opposite way that you'd expect them to.
Cause
You
your
might,
mission.
all the cookware that comes out of here might automatically burn your food because the gremlins have cursed it to heat up too quickly and things like that.
Why aren't the guards doing anything about them?
I think they're here on purpose. That's what it
They
sounded
are.
like. Yeah. I think they were working, like they were doing shit when we came in,
I did say when you came in the room, the gremlins all kind of scattered and hid.
but
Hmm.
the guards seemed okay with it, like it was normal.
Or they're just not the type to do anything about it.
They
Yeah, I
did
was gonna
seem
say.
very lazy.
I was gonna say you hear the painting. The painting is quietly observing, and the guards just kind of like, oh, Tomb did say that we should take care of some of these Jenkins that are hanging around here,
Okay.
and they're just
How do you
another
spell
guy's
that?
just like, kind of how you would think it's spelled, Jenkins.
got time for that.
Jinkin.
Okay, I spelled it like Jenkins, like the Mass Effect character who dies in the first
Yeah,
mission.
that's it.
Whoa.
Oh no. Spoilers, but no. So I think these creatures are a known pest, but they are. He's like I'm not gonna waste my day trying to catch one of them. It's like you do it. You do it if you want to. Also, what the heck? I don't know why.
Oh,
I always miss simple stuff like this. Oops. But they are tiny sized, so they are actually much smaller than that. Maybe now it makes sense why they're running around, scattered.
Okay. What about?
But also, you notice
other fucking
they didn't
robot?
really acknowledge the robot in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
And I can't nature check that, probably, so.
You could. I don't
I
know what
could?
you get. I mean, like
Nature check
it is
anyway.
obviously not
Might
a
not be.
natural creature.
Yeah, I would think so.
Could you just perception check it and see what you can see about it?
Yeah. A natural 20, bitch.
Whoa!
Hey yo.
In every detail.
All right.
Wow.
So I'm gonna say that it looks pretty foreign to you. Like this is a man-made tool of some kind that's been given life somehow because it looks like it could operate on its own. But it looks like a digging tool, and in fact, it has fresh dirt on it.
I wonder what they used to make the hole in the ground.
It's like a little mole.
Oh.
Great. Oh.
Did it dig into the crab person's lair?
Oh my god.
Maybe.
It's all connected.
Oh my god. All connected.
So two.
Yeah.
The more you know.
All right. Orpheus, it's time to kill her.
No,
Yes.
it's a terrible idea. Okay.
Sorry, John Smith. It's time to kill her. No,
Yeah, John Smith.
It's
Yeah,
time
I
for
guess
a level 5 Orpheus to solo the boss.
Okay,
The
I'm
boss!
going
You hear him? He said the boss.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Awesome.
quietly leave the room. I'm not gonna say goodbye because I think that would just annoy her. I'm just going to make my way back out.
Wait, does she say anything before John Smith leaves?
Actually, yeah. I think if you start to walk away, she says, "Wait, John, you
John.
didn't leave the tool
Johnny
that you wanted
boy!
to work on."
Oh yeah,
Oh, you have to give
Yeah,
up a weapon.
and then
You leave a minor healing potion.
The cap on this is a little
Yeah,
loose.
it's-
You
it's
can
a little
tighten that
finicky.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it got fixed.
Did it get fixed? It might.
Yeah, I think Elnat fixed it. I have a clan dagger, and so I'm just gonna throw my
Clan
dagger.
Oh, okay.
Your regular dagger.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I have a dagger and a clan dagger, so it's a duplicate. duplicate, so I'm gonna throw my dagger.
Gotcha. Okay.
She says,
Gonna
I'm just
leave.
going to go ahead and leave hiking target's ancient clan dagger here. It's something's wrong with it. I don't
Orpheus
understand.
comes back out. She's like, "All right, I dropped the dagger off. We're good to go." What?
Just what? All right. All right. So now you're going to skedaddle out of there.
Billy boppy boo.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I'm ready to.
You might just be able to like casually walk out these doors. Just be like, "Thanks, boys," and then just walk out.
I think when you come back out, your grin's going to be walking down this hallway and he's going to like stop
fuck.
here.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. This is
I'm
He's just
look-
like,
he knows.
I'm gonna actually. There's 2 doors, right? There's a door right here.
Actually, I'm going
What?
to not go there.
There's 2 doors, right, to get into this room.
there's a door down here
Oh.
and a door up here.
I think he's gonna come out this door, and that way he's like at this part of the room.
Okay.
Contemplating his options as he sees Egrin.
Mhm.
As he sees this giant painting on the wall that's watching him.
There's a caveman painting.
Suddenly waves. And...
It's really just her strapped to the wall, like.
yeah, this is a painting of Huang, like a photorealistic. It's really just looks like
And
Huang
your
on the wall.
grin's going to come out here and he's going to say, "You know, it's peculiar. I looked through our records and I did not find a John Smith that's recently been recruited. Can you present your Black Noon coin?"
Do we not have one? Is that what we said?
Yeah, we don't got one of those.
I'm gonna say they didn't give me one. I really get that all the time. I get that all. I'm so generic that I get overlooked constantly.
She's like, I left it with my takeout containers at the restaurant. It's crazy.
I actually left it with my phone at the restaurant. We're at another restaurant.
All right, so you're going to say you didn't get one.
Out of all that.
And he's going to say, well, that's true. We don't hand them out. You have to earn one. You've been through the gauntlet, correct?
Which you can say yes
Actually,
to.
yes.
Yes.
I, as a matter of fact, I have.
And you can describe the
And I
gauntlet
can just,
perfectly.
Yeah, because I. You asshole.
Well,
That wasn't nice.
I suppose it's probably just a matter of misplacing the item. If you'd step into my office, we could see if we could correct this. And he's going to walk back here, and he's gonna kind of like be blocking the hallway and like usher you into this other door that's here.
But he's in the hallway.
The
Can
door's
I
right
say
here.
like, yeah? Could I like, be like, I can just to go.
My mom's calling me. I gotta take this. I'll be right back.
He's like, it'll only take a minute of your
Yeah, it
time.
only takes a minute to kill me.
What can the painting hear? Anything that's going on? Can we hear?
Painting
Grin's
hears the
voice?
conversation. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the painting hears this conversation. I go, okay, but I do have
She
to
says,
get on.
McKenzie!
Cucumber.
Orpheus goes, I'm taking 2 steps into the hallway and then into the door on the left, right? It is your office, Ygrin's office.
As she walks
What
by,
is it?
she looks towards the painting and just
Hi,
mouths,
Helm
"Help
Hodags!
me."
Hi, Helm Hodags! Avengers, assemble!
No, and then he goes, Avengers, gather!
What does that mean?
Okay.
All right, but what
You tell
actually
me.
happens?
I think it is a check within the game to try to slip a coded message to your friends
No, I
without
think it was.
someone being able to understand what's happening.
I want to look at Huang's painting, like what's is it
Technically, you
like
probably don't know it's there.
in the office.
Oh,
you know, in the
you
office-
roll her perception
I
to see
don't
if she
actually
notices
watch
it.
The
Yeah, maybe.
Office.
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott, where
Doesn't she know the
does
plan
that thing where he's
beforehand?
like,
Like, I would think that she'd be ready
Yeah,
to
but she doesn't know where your painting is in particular.
I
Like, she
guess.
would know it's in the room, so she would know the perception for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna say
He
Orpheus
has
does
paint on the
notice the
wall,
painting.
right?
Well, it's hidden. That's the whole point. Like,
She's
if it
hiding
was
it.
obvious, then everyone in the room would be like, "What's going on? Why is there a magical painting running along the wall?"
So I can't see the painting.
Well, you're
I
gonna-
think Orpheus has noticed it.
I think Orpheus would then walk up and, like, as he's pull like an office, like breaking the third wall, like, just give a look.
The third wall?
Me.
Maybe the fourth wall?
No. This is
See,
a
that's-
two-dimensional game, so it's a third-dimensional
Kind
wall.
of crazy.
Third wall.
So I would say, if you want to attempt to pass a message to your friends, you can do that, but that is a bluff check, and it will be opposed by the other character's sense motive abilities.
Can I just give a very firm eye contact to the painting and not do a check? Is that acceptable?
How about what if Huang and Orpheus? Because let's be honest, Huang probably considers Orpheus one of her best friends in the group. Picks up on the energy without her having to do all that, and just like, you know what I mean?
We play by the rules of the game.
How about they're just best
Oh, wow.
friends and they just know what's going on, Brendan?
You can hear what Ygrin is saying.
Yeah.
To do a coded message, I think I would give a very firm look to the painting.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's
And
roll
then-
and see how firm it is.
And I grab the bond of friendship.
By the power of friendship.
Also, you guys are
How
best
about-
friends now? That's cool.
You make a bluff check, but I will give you a +2 bonus for if you.
We
do it
just said we're
non-verbal.
family. Family.
We're like the Olive Garden. Isn't it Olive Garden when you're here, your family?
That's true.
Yeah.
Josh goes, yeah.
Josh first said, "What the fuck?"
That's
Anyways,
incredible.
okay.
How about we play by the rules?
Plus
of the
2.
game?
So just a D20 roll plus 2.
No. Your deception. Or right.
Bluff.
Oh, yeah,
Bluff.
yeah. I think
It's deception.
is bluff a separate skill or is it a deception skill?
It's
deception.
deception. The bluff I don't have is an option.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
well,
Really?
there's not even an action called bluff in deception.
Actually, yeah, I may have been looking at first edition stuff. Whoopsie.
I mean, I think it would still be.
I think that's what makes most sense. Make a deception roll and add an additional +2 to it.
18 plus 11.
29.
29!
You know, 29's pretty good.
Are you saying the power of friendship prevails?
Power of good dice rolls prevails.
So Huang, you get a firm look. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what does that mean?
And in that first look, you see into my soul.
Yeah, I'm picturing a That's So Raven sort of like moment.
Uh-huh.
And then Huang's like, oh yeah, no, definitely we need to take action. You know, let's go.
Are we taking
Wong
action,
says
or are we gonna go?
We
with
need to
the-
take action. So do we want to roll for initiative?
Only if me and Angoric can move up on the map first.
Roll for initiative.
Probably roll.
I would like to point out that there's a
Wong
possibility.
says to people who are not standing nearby, "All right, we need to do something." And she looks around. Where'd everybody go?
Well, I can wait till everybody moves up and then say that.
Oh, we don't know to move up
No,
until you say that.
You don't-
Okay,
Yeah.
well, Avengers gather. Jesus hits.
I think that we should just let her go in the room. They could just resolve this. She could get her coin and leave, and it might be fine.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Just saying.
I think that we should be prepared, and I think we would hear Orpheus scream through the walls.
I think
If we need to spring to action, but I don't think we need to proactively go in yet.
we can get the painting up to here. We can get the painting here. We can get the painting in this room.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think we should roll for initiative now. And start.
So you're
playing by
saying the
initiative
strong
now.
look did not matter.
No, the strong look let us know that we need to get near this door and get ready to go in. But I don't think we.
Find our friendship.
I don't
and
think we blow the
be
cover
a
yet.
bond. No.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna roll my giant die. I'm gonna do it on the ground though.
My initiative.
Man, I've been rolling some bangers tonight. You for initiative.
My
That's crazy.
initiative. Oh, I put it in here.
You can add.
Yeah, will you put it in?
Oh, 17.
You can add whatever skill you'd want to use for your initiative. So you might
Just
use
whatever.
deception, which would be a 17.
Will you put that in?
No, I can't. You have to put it in yourself.
Roll for
Well, this has gone swimmingly, I think. Better than I
I
could have
can't.
expected.
My
Mhm.
computer is not wanting.
It feels like it's been 2 hours of hard work to get to this point.
How do I? Hello?
Yeah, where is Orpheus on the initiative?
Almost more.
Add to
2 hours
initiative.
and 4 minutes.
I wish I had a webcam so I could show everybody my cute little dice.
Set.
Hear that, Brendan? RAM and camera.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna get my wife a webcam for her computer.
Wow,
Why am I not
that's a good point.
You don't want to see my face more?
initiative?
That's the implication.
Brendan, it looks like my initiative 17, but I'm below at least on my screen.
I don't know if it's sorted yet. He gets to manually sort it or like
Oh, okay.
refresh it.
I did not know that. Okay, great. Just wanted to clarify.
Should look better now.
Thank you.
Alright. So basically, Huang, he says, we need to do something. And it's Walkeroon's turn.
Walkeroon's going to pull out his spear and fall on it. So I can roll a new character. No, I'm kidding.
Takes an arrow to the knee.
I will say, I didn't mention this before. It's not a huge thing, but you did notice when Walkeroon came back, like the next morning when we were coming down, he's wearing like a new necklace. He's got like an amulet around his neck now.
Oh, of course, he's dripped out now.
Yeah, he's wearing it's diamond studded drip. Yeah, it's crazy. He's got ice on his neck.
He's got the ranch.
He's got a grill.
Yeah, he's got 3 gold teeth. He had a hell of a night. Okay. I am going to have maybe heard Huang from all the way. You know, I am 85 feet away from Huang, but I feel like I heard her say it's time for action. So I'm going to move.
She's actually, her voice is very tiny, so it sounds like.
Wait, 10. This is. So that's 1 action. I'm gonna get to here. 2 actions. 3 actions.
Those are pretty dice.
Actually, we'll say 2 actions so I can yell. Or,
Talking is a pre-action.
yeah, I'm just trying to decide if I want to. Yelling sounds like a bad idea right outside the door. Hey! What's going on in there? You know. I'm trying to decide how. Has Huang been able to relay the information that's going on inside to us? I just don't know. I know that we have been doing it, but I don't know if actually...
I would think so. I think it's the whole point.
Well, I know the whole point is that one of us knows. But like, if you say it's time for action, then Walkeroon might just run into this room. But Austin knows that that seems like a bad idea.
No,
So
I feel what you're.
Like,
I see what you're saying on it.
How much does Walkeroon actually know in this situation? Or was he just
I mean-
waiting for a rally call? Like, you know what I mean?
If you had all been, if you'd all been clumped up, like I would say you've been talking about it this whole time, but yeah, you were 80 feet away. So I seriously doubt Huang was just like standing there with her hand on the wall. She's like, right now they're talking about Jenkins.
Okay, well, I'm picturing Walkeroon running with his, fist in the air, ready to charge, and I like stop him. I yell, I'm like, hey, psst, stop it! Stop it!
She gives him
She takes her hand off. Stop!
what's-
the fucking spell.
she
No.
goes,
Superman.
She goes, what's, yeah, exactly. I was going to say, what's his name? I can't think of his name.
That's
What's
all right.
Clark Kent's dad?
It's John Dutton.
Yeah, Jonathan Kent.
Jonathan Kent, yeah.
I said Dutton because that's his character in Yellowstone.
So, yeah, I yell at him
Very
and tell him to
divisive
stop. Hopefully he would stop, and then I can fill him in.
Yeah, awesome. So I get 2 actions in, and I hear you go, Avengers gather! And then I start running, and you go, stop! And Walkeroon is beyond lost.
And the guards come from the outside. Who's yelling?
Yeah. So I'm going to take the 2 actions. I would assume that we were standing there with weapons out, so I'm not going to... I don't think it doesn't make sense that I would have needed to pull my weapons out, unless you think it makes sense that we weren't carrying anything there, Brendan. But I feel like it's implied that we were probably standing there ready to go.
I think so.
So I will use my 3rd action to just get a little bit closer. So I'm waiting at these doors. That's all my
Waiting at
actions
the doors.
to get up to here, because I think that we should wait.
Haru, you're up.
Karu will also move up.
Haru psychically throws himself up on the roof, climbs over the chimney.
The roof was a good idea.
He mage hands himself.
It actually does take my full move just to get right there.
Yeah.
He's hustling. He's hustling. The little toy legs are moving. Elnat, what are you thinking?
I think Elnat is also going to.
Gonna step on Congress?
Yeah. Are the doors solid? Like, there's not like a window there that, like, if Elnat's standing here, like the top of his head would be seen through a window or anything, or is it a
I
solid
think
door?
I think they're solid double set
Okay.
of wood doors.
Okay, that's kind of what I was expecting too, since they're doing some less than legal stuff. They didn't
Yeah.
want people just to be
They
able to look
changed
in.
all the walls to stained glass, and like you
Yup.
can just peek in what's going on.
One action will be move. I'm also gonna hold because I feel like uh, if everyone needs to be in place and ready to go. And then the other action would be Silver Forge to be right behind me.
All right. Now it's important, Huang, what you want to do with your turn, because you can give your actions here to your painting and move it around if you want, or you can do something else.
But if you do something else, you lose the painting. If something else involves,
If you don't
spot.
sustain the spell.
I really have to put-
So you have to spend an action to sustain and then an action to move.
I think so. And an action to hide if you want to. Or you can not hide and there can just be a painting running along the wall.
See, that's probably what you want to do, right? I mean, you do what you want, Sarah, but I mean, I think it makes sense to sneak, sustain, and move like all the way into this room. I think you can make that, right? Can you get all that far? You were at 55 here.
Yeah, I think so.
It's 55. That's 65. Yeah, you should be good to at least just like get around to this corner, I would think. Like
Like
into
that?
this room, I would go like right into here.
It can only move up to her speed though, so it can only move 25 feet and around.
Oh,
so-
okay. Okay.
But
So you were 55.
Don't
so
I
you
get-
want to start here?
I only get one action. I thought I got 3 actions, so I could move twice. Right.
You
One
have to
action
sustain the spell.
Oh, and then 1 sneak.
And
So
then
then,
Yeah.
sneak, and then one to move.
Okay.
So you're 55 here. So, you
So
could
probably like there?
You're 50. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Maybe, I think right here.
That's how far you can get
have
with it.
the stealth, Brendan. It'll
I got it.
plus 13.
All right. What about Orpheus? What is Orpheus gonna do?
I
This
think
guy's
I'm
like,
following Egren right now.
are you following him?
Yeah, I'm just going in the room, I guess.
All right.
So we're both in here, right?
Sure.
Is that door
All right.
open? The one that goes through?
I
I feel like it's
I'm gonna say probably not. I'm gonna shut this door. Okay. So he's gonna usher you in. And Gork is not here at the moment. I'm gonna say he follows you in. Oops. I'm gonna move all these guys. The other 2 guys are gonna stay put in the warehouse. He's gonna follow you in. He's gonna close the door. And he's gonna move over here and sit down on his couch. Right in the middle, so no one else can sit next to him.
sick fuck.
Okay.
What a power move.
I'm
Right?
gonna stand behind this chair because there's a door right here, right? Or I guess I don't know how to make the. Yes,
Space
that's
bar.
a door, right?
Mhm.
Oh, it's spacebar. Oh.
Hold space bar.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stand because I'm assuming that's a door. So I'm gonna stand behind this chair very like stoically.
Very
But that way
gently.
I'm ready to jump into action if I need to like run away.
And we remember from earlier there's like 3 bad guys in this room too.
Well, 2 of them went with her.
Oh, you're right. So there's probably 1 left in there. Good shout, Brendan.
So I'm giving you information you don't have to have, but so I think he's going to come in here and he's going to sit down and he's going to say, "Don't worry, friend. I'm sure we can help each other out. You said you've lost your coin."
Yeah.
And then he looks up at the, like, sort of. He's. I'll give you a better description of this room that you're in. Let's see.
No antlers, right?
No antlers.
But he had antlers when we saw him before.
Right. So he can go into this lounge room. There's comfy couches, solid table, an overstuffed recliner, an assortment of chairs that are furnishing this lounge. You see shelves built into the walls with an assortments of playing cards, board games, mugs, trite 3 copper novels. It says there's like short little books. But 2 features seem to defy this kind of cheerful atmosphere. The first is sort of this dour shrine with a crossed pickaxe on it. There's like this shrine sitting here, which altar holds several empty offering bowls. But there's a notebook and a set of scales there. And the second is this kind of nasty looking statue that is like carved out of the ceiling and walls. It's kind of like a bestial form. Over in the far corner, and when he says that, he's like, "You seem to have lost your coin," and he says, "Grimjaw, what do we do to those who lose their coins?" And this statue is going to move its head on the wall.
That's what I saw. That's the
And
thing
he's
I
gonna
saw
say-
before.
Gargoyle.
He's gonna be snarling and sniveling, and he says, "I love it when they lose their coins and lose their way. An offering to the dread god." And that's where we're going to leave off.
What the fuck?
Dun dun dun.
Jesus. Well, Orpheus, it might
dread
not be
god.
a bad idea to roll up a new 5th level character for book 2.
The dread god, Drongvit.
Ah.
Oh,
What's the name of your
okay.
god, Ingoric?
Fulgrit.
Tolgrit.
Fulgrit. Yeah.
Oh, maybe
Okay.
Fulgrit will save him.
All right.
Fulgrit.
Good stuff. All right. Thanks, stream. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully we'll finish this up next week or 2 weeks from now. Maybe. One day.
Hopefully, in the next 6 to 7 weeks, we'll have this done.
Well, till then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.